I waited 3 seconds specifically for you.
Thank you, Randy. Penis.
And now you just put it in your own VOD. Congratulations.
I'm sorry.
Hello, welcome
Well, yeah.
to DnD.
Hello, welcome to DnD. Making a great first impression as always. 1 hour late talking about wieners, you know how it is.
Hey, listen, it's because the internet didn't want to work on your side. And I was asleep. I was feeling like an old man. My back was hurting, so I slept for a few hours before D&D.
You just need some boomer juice in your bones.
No, boomer just makes it worse. It makes me more into a boomer. It's like it's like a curse I have. The more boomer juice I have, the actual more of a boomer I become. So I'm constantly fighting this illness.
Soon enough, your spinal fluid will just become boomer juice.
My spinal fluid will become cracked graham crackers.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, last time we left off, Rocky and Damien made a wonderful first impression on Sucre and her friends, and Citrus was MIA, probably squatting behind some trees like an edgy kid in high school.
Hell yeah.
Smoking weed behind this class.
Yeah, playing Fortnite.
Nervous poop.
Oh. Oh my god. Okay.
Hi.
Well, we're back at it again, and this time the whole crew is here. Yay!
Yeah.
Welcome back, my boys. Alright.
You just bark at me.
So, it is a new day. You guys want to roll for when you wake up? You could just be one person if you want.
Might as well, because we really can't tell night from day.
Yeah.
What time do we wake up?
Wait, would I have to do it as well because I'm not here?
Only one, I'll just roll. Let me see. So that would be a, let's say, D.
Pardon me.
Okay, that's a 5. So I'm gonna say that you wake up fairly late in the day. That battle has left you guys pooped, and so you just had a nice, good sleep in.
Poopy.
Don't worry, you haven't really missed anything.
Poopy.
Poopy.
And Citrus, for the sake of convenience, I'm going to say you have returned from whatever branch you were squatting in and somehow snuck into the attic like a little weirdo you are.
So, like, as you guys wake up, I'm just there, like, playing around with my sword.
You're just all like, where'd you come from?
In the back.
I'm Batman.
Oh, I'm Batman. I'm Grapefruit.
Yeah, like the weird kid in the back of the class. He's just
Yes.
always there, but somehow not at the same time.
Yes.
Alright. You guys want to have a little bit of interaction?
Well, it finally took you guys a long time to wake up.
Then Rocky's this morning's like, oh, that grapefruit. Where you been? Growing in a tree?
Possibly. Where have you been?
Poking things with my spur.
Yeah, we've been. We had a certain day yesterday.
It was fun. You should have seen it.
It was fun.
She just goes back to, like, polishing her sword.
And where were you?
Oh, you know.
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, what the heck?
Citrus just shrugs. Just being me, I guess.
Being me
You
in a
have
tree.
to know where I went? What?
Nothing.
Fish.
Can I make an insight check on
Sure.
Citrus?
Take it away.
Go for it.
Take it away.
That's a 2. Never mind.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you acknowledge Citrus is there with you now.
Congratulations, you learned nothing.
So, what's the plan to get out of this ditch hole?
Well, we kind of have a whole lot of
That's great. Citrus says sarcastically.
Rocky's at this point is like, well, I think I've kind of submitted to the fact that we're going to need their help to get out of here. So I recommend we stay a little on their good graces until we figure out what the heck's going on.
No promises.
And I'm also got the right have to ask them to write me a pass so my mom doesn't kill me.
Citrus just looks at Rocky. What's with you and mothers? And your mother. Does your mother mistreat you?
And Rocky at this point just kind of looks away and just all like, she doesn't like it when I'm out past my curfew.
And seeing how it is, you're way secure.
It would be the first time I've been a day late from curfew. Let's say that much.
Citrus just kind of like looks away a little bit. Sounds like she might not even consider being worried about you. Just that you're not even there. Just like all parents.
All parents.
Anyway, I'm starving.
He just looks at Citrus very, like, side-eye.
Can I make a perception check based on smell?
Sure thing.
Because you said food and I thought sniff sniff. Let's go.
Sneak.
Okay. Thankfully that was with advantage. Because I have that with perception based on smell. 15 team with a neutral whiz, so that is 18, because I'm proficient.
Alright. Rocky, as soon as you take a good whiff, you are going to smell some very good food cooking. And before you can say anything, you hear a... and Sucre calls out, "Hey, you guys have been sleeping forever. Your dinner's gonna get cold." Well, not dinner, but your food. Your food's gonna get cold. I'm sorry, I don't know how to eat, so I don't know.
I don't know
meal names. I don't know meal names.
I use the spoon with the steak. Yum.
Yeah. A spoon doesn't pick up a steak.
I use a Slurpee cup with noodles.
Yeah.
Wait.
Honestly.
No.
This man's on another level, dude.
He's living in 3019 right now, dude.
Oh, jeez, fucking galaxy range. Jeez.
That drink spaghetti.
Ew.
I would have looked
We're getting off track.
yes. It's also
Your dinner's gonna get cold.
It's also at this point where I would specify that Rocky would not want to sleep with heavy equipment on her back or armor, so she's just in her leotard at this point. She's just not wearing her chain shirt.
Very good. Very good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Alright. And since nobody has given a response yet, Sucre's like, "Come on! We spent forever making this. Don't let it go to waste."
We'll be down in a sec.
Alright.
You guys are gonna go?
And then Rocky bounces her to the feet, just like, ding ding, time to eat.
That's the food bell.
Citrus follows. Not really like excited but hungry.
Damien makes sure Citrus follows. Because not gonna lose this little shit again.
Okay.
This session is just... This session is just dad with 2 children on a leash. Like a kid leash.
One
Just Citrus.
One is fairly well behaved because they're promising McDonald's, and the other one is edgy as hell and doesn't want anything to do with the rest of their family.
Oh, shut up, Dad. It's not a phase.
Oh no. Suddenly am Boomer.
Yeah, Boomer. Shut up, Boomer. Anyway,
I didn't do anything.
You're not the boomer here, Damien is.
Oh my god.
Shut
All
up.
right. For shut up, boomer.
That's funny. Okay, keep going.
Alright, let's carry on. Jesus. Alright. And when you get down, sure enough, there are some nice warm plates of food waiting for you, one for each of you. It is an array of what seems to be a cut of protein, most likely red meat, along with some rice. And there seems to be different colored cups of fruit juices there. Oddly enough, they are all green, the same green that surrounds the immediate area you currently reside in. And if you don't recall, that's a green area, because this is where Sucre lives, presumably.
Oh, I thought they were all different colored fruit juices.
Yeah, there are, but the one you, like, main at, like, where you reside as your, like, home place, it's the green part.
Green.
Green.
It's kiwi
A lot
juice.
of green.
Oh my fucking god, too much green. Can I make a perception check on the food? No reason.
Yeah, go for it.
I've already made mine, so take it away.
I got it too.
Well, we're in the same boat.
Congratulations, you learned nothing. It is food, and you're hungry.
Just wanted to check if it was poison. Cause they're that like paranoid.
God. Aware of the effort.
So Rocky is gonna awkwardly sit herself in a full-size person chair on her knees, so she doesn't look like a little baby behind the table.
I love it.
Jesus. Tiny Bab.
Little.
Little baby, little. Okay. Are you two gonna take a seat?
Yeah, David's gonna nonchalantly sit down.
Yeah, I'll sit like next to, but a little farther away.
Hey, Citrus, who are you gonna sit by, Dad or Bab?
Bad.
Just curious.
Good.
Good. That way I keep my eye on you from watching you across the table.
You're the problem.
God.
It's at this point that Rocky is like, "Good morning, what time is it?" Like, she looks out the window and she just can't tell day from night in this strange place.
Alright, you want to make me like a perception check? Just real quick.
Here comes a 2! Ha! Oh, it's a 12.
Well, there's a 2 in there.
Yeah.
Alright. When you look outside, you notice that the lanterns are glowing, and based on what has been told to you thus far, it would mean that it is far from what these people would consider nighttime.
Oh, I just understood the... Oh, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
I finally just understood. It took me that long to understand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Makes sense.
They're like suns.
Yeah.
I get it.
I did.
Congratulations, you got it.
It took me that long to
Alright.
understand the significance. I was like, oh, I understand now.
I thought you got it right away.
I thought they were just lanterns of doom.
I thought they were just lanterns.
Oh,
There you go, you guys learned something. Ta-da, progression.
Right, education.
Connect.
Connection. You connect the dots. Alright. And Sugar and Sorrow are gonna pop out from the kitchen. Sorrow holding 2 plates of food, and Sugar wiping down her hands. And he's gonna set the food down at their own respective seats. And he's going to turn towards you, Citrus, and raise an eyebrow. Well, I'm surprised to see you're still alive.
So,
He's
That's
just
it.
gonna- That's
Is that it? Just sup?
yeah, just like
What's
raise your
up?
hand, what's up, you know?
Alright. Sorrow's just gonna set down like the silverware. He's gonna be like, you know, It takes a lot of gall to wander around here at night. I must say, Sugar has picked up quite the peculiar bunch, haven't you? And Sugar's like, well, yeah, I guess they are pretty extraordinary. She's gonna take her seat, and so will Sorrow.
I will be poking my food.
Random question. Are the utensils like forks, spoons, and knives, or are they different? Are they different from what we're used to?
Nope, they're forks, spoons, and knives.
Okay, cool. Opportunity for flavor there. I just wanted
Yeah.
to know. I just wanted to know if Rocky was gonna fumble with chopsticks.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Holy
Just
shit.
eat a slab of meat with chopsticks. Oh, good god.
I mean, you can't cut it, but you could.
Yeah.
You could stab it. You can try that. God.
Me in real life, I'm good with chopsticks, but my OC, no way.
Yes,
No way.
I am not good at chopsticks. Can confirm.
it took me a while, but I got used to it.
Alright. And Sorrow's gonna start eating at his food, and Sugar's like, well, Citrus, you should have been here. Damien and Rocky, they had quite the battle with Pepper. And then she, like, fumbles a bit, like, oh, well, I guess you don't really know who that is, don't you?
Not really. Did I miss on a lot of...
Well, and she's gonna look towards you guys for an answer, because she didn't really accompany you that day.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Many pokes were had.
Many poke. Many stab.
Maybe if you actually considered to stay around us, maybe you
And why
would've
would I
joined
do
in.
that? If I could just explore.
You also
And
could die on your own.
It's at this point that Rocky leans on her elbows and hands on the table, and she's like, "So, Citrus, what did you learn while you were exploring yesterday, huh?" While she's kind of just picking at the rice with her spoon, expecting an answer. And I'm gonna grab a dice, expecting an insight check as you respond.
Mm.
What did you
Give me 1 second.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Check your DMs.
Mm. Oh, well.
Check your DMs.
Yes. Okay. Roll me a d10,
Okay.
and I'll give you an answer.
Which one's like D10 again?
The one with the 0.
Okay. What the fuck? I got no. Never mind.
Oh no!
Okay,
Please,
so
please! I want to
No,
know what Mel's
please.
interpretation of that is. I really want to know.
I want to know.
There is no
Well,
never
Citrus,
mind.
I'm
There is no never mind when you're rolling that one.
yeah. Never mind. Alright, I'm gonna tell you what you learn. You learn that sometimes the lanterns get brighter, and sometimes they get dimmer. That's all you learned. And you're not really sure why.
You can see Rocky still coyly leaning on her hands, waiting for a response.
And Citra just points at the lantern.
Lantern shiny.
It changes. It's kind of cool. It changes without present. It's weird.
So
But
you
other than
sat.
that, not much.
So you sat in that tree and you stared at a lantern for a whole day.
Yeah, I was waiting for something.
Damien sarcastically claps. Good research.
Thanks.
A+. See me after class.
And then,
I was expecting someone to say thank you, Captain Obvious. God.
and Citra just looks at Damien like a little pissed off. Unless you want me to leave again and explore a little. I would keep your mouth shut.
I mean, we don't want you to die, so we would rather you stay here
Psh,
with
I
us.
wouldn't care about my well-being.
Ah. So fucking edgy. Holy shit.
Yeah,
God.
it's at this point that Rocky is like, anyway, we learned quite a lot. We were speaking with Sage the Broker the other day, and we actually learned quite a bit about your deities and your color-based society. And I learned to not take pretty jewels from people that are wearing them. That's a no-no. Rocky will never do that again, ever.
Like Citrus kind of like sighs, like, oh, do I know all about that back and But anyway, it sounds like you two had an adventure. I might stick around. I might leave again. Who knows? Who cares?
And Sucre's gonna intervene like, well, for what it's worth for me, I think it's in your best interest to stay with the group. Not even we can really tell what happens after dark around here.
It's at this point that Rocky has a mouthful of food. He's like, so, what's going on? So, have monsters always come out at night, as far as you know, or is this a new happening? Have monsters become a bit erratic due to a recent political event, maybe?
Sucre, pokes at her food a bit, thinking, and then Sorrow, like, swallows another forkful he was eating. He was like, well, yes. Monsters have always appeared around here during night, but I heard that this is not a uncommon sort of thing. But, based on information you told me yesterday, and he, like, he gives you guys a stare to, like, not repeat out loud what you said, because he doesn't want to, like, concern Sugar with it.
Mm-hmm.
Based on that alone, I would take a guess that things are getting a bit bizarre around here. So I'll be making sure to keep an eye out. I would appreciate if you would do the same and let me know of anything else weird you might see around these parts. Weirder than what you're used to, I suppose, by this point.
And it's at this point that you notice the Citrus still hasn't ate their. They're just poking at it.
Rocky's plate is like a third gone already.
Sucre's like gonna notice not Rocky, Citrus pointing at their food. You should really eat. You're a barbarian, right? Barbarians such as yourself shouldn't go the day without eating.
Yeah, but you must understand. I have a bit of a problem eating stuff that wasn't made by myself. You do seem a little, well, you seem nice, but I do have some issues.
At this,
He rolls his eyes.
it's at this point if you catch Rocky eating, you're going rom with a giant mouthful of food, with throwing concern aside as you're talking about not trusting food.
I'm like waiting to see if you drop dead at this point.
Just poison testing.
Tell you what, Citrus, give me a perception check with advantage.
Oh boy.
And that's just D20, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
2 of them. Pick the higher number.
2d20s. Yeah.
Yes. 2d20s.
11. Plus 20.
All right.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
That's
me
it.
see here. Yeah.
I
Okay.
have plus 1 in perception. Would that be 12?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So then
Yes.
12.
Okay. Based on the amount of time that's passed since Damien and pretty much everybody started eating, There is nothing going on, and it is normal food. It is safe to eat.
Alright, Citrus finally starts eating their meal. A little cautious, but they usually last, so they don't mind. Even if the food is
It's at
As you
this.
take a bite,
Good.
as you take a bite, despite your reluctance, the food is pretty good. It's nothing extraordinary, but it has a nice homemade texture to it. You can tell there was a lot of love and care put into this dish.
Rocky especially
Okay.
appreciates the rice.
Oh my god.
In real life, as you know, I love rice. So
Rice is good.
Me
rice is
too,
really good.
yes.
Very good. Everybody loves rice.
My mom doesn't, but I do.
Also,
Well, then
just for,
she's
like-
weird. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
For like sugar text, as Citrus is eating, they attempt to kind of look as if they don't care, but you can clearly see that they're enjoying it.
Wonderful.
Is at this point that I actually like to make a perception check towards Sorrow and make sure that he is not too battered from last night's spar.
Go for it.
Hep. Oh, rip. Well, 19.
Oh,
I-
Jesus.
Ooh.
it missed my tray, but rolled up a 19.
Oh,
That's why you heard it go, go
Ooh.
back! I was like, ah!
That's Rocky's TLC kicking in.
I don't know.
Alright, Rocky, as you look at Sorrow, he seems to be doing pretty well. His hair may be a bit disheveled, but nothing a good brushing with a brush or a comb could fix.
Rocky is probably also experiencing a bad case of bedhead as she's not seen a mirror.
oh,
And her hair has to be feathered constantly.
Oh,
Baby.
poor baby.
Alright. And as Sugar is done taking a bite of her food, she's like, oh, that reminds me. Imports have finally ceased, so... And it's gonna be a while since we get another, so the bridge is down. You guys can explore more if you want. There's a whole lot more than this little place around here.
Hmm.
It's at this point Rocky passes on through the. She's eating. And I'm like, I mean, she's eating with reckless abandon. She was hungry yesterday, and she was finally got food.
oh my god, poor baby.
It's also at this point that Rocky's like, so what else in this area should we probably take a look at as Outlanders? I we have a lot to learn about your society, and as you know, I feel like everyone here would like it if everyone got home in one piece, I'm sure.
Damien nods his head, agreeing.
Sugar smiles and she like nods once. He says like, "Oh, but of course. In fact, I was thinking that since you have full access to the town now, you could probably ask one of our friends to escort you around if you would like. I'm not sure which one you'd pick, but I'm sure any of them is willing to take care of you."
And then Rocky at this point kind of holds out her spoon, like as like a pointing instrument. She doesn't care that like it's not that great. She's not around her mom anymore. It's at this point where she's like, wait a minute, what about that sage fellow? Because me and Damien got some monies. And then her spoon kind of points toward Citrus casually. But you weren't there. So you're gonna be up Broke Creek if we don't get you some local monies.
Citrus pulls out a little bag. I'm
Full of
covered.
what? Full of what?
Gold.
Oh.
Like my gold. My 50-piece gold.
Well,
60.
Oh, yeah,
Well-
60.
that gold may not cut.
And Rocky at this point is like, well, let me show you this. And she pulls out one of her Clamassian gold pieces that almost seems like an alien artifact to you at this point because it has a wind crystal embedded in the center.
Oh,
and it exudes a very mild aura.
Is it just like tries to examine it from where he's sitting? Fuck.
This is Clamacia money, and they wouldn't take it.
Citrus looks at over at SucreSkull. So, wait, you guys have a different currency?
Well, yeah, but of course, but I
Oh,
must say, Sage is definitely the best person to see about this. No real fees or any, like, weird transactions. You just bring him something, he'll trade you something back. Equal offers.
alright.
He has a neat bell too. You should ring it.
I'll leave that one to you, Rocky.
She's one to like
Money.
Bell.
Yeah, money's not really my main concern right now. But, oh well. I guess I'll follow you guys for just for today, maybe.
But what if the bridge has a toll we have to pay to cross it? That's pretty commonplace back where I come from.
I mean, can we just go around it?
Probably not.
It's at this point the Rocky was like, did we even try to go around it yesterday?
We didn't even.
To which the answer is nay. They
No.
did not try to go around it
No.
yesterday.
We didn't even go to it, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, you just sit around in the dock.
I mean, can we look at it first, see if there's any other way we could get across without paying a toll or something? I don't
Well,
know.
you
just
can
think-
when you're done. Oh, you're speaking in character. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we could, but it would be easier just to pay the toll and go.
Alright, suit yourself. I'm just trying to save money for important things.
I thought you didn't care about money.
I don't.
Then why are you trying to save money?
Because I don't care about it.
The-
Time for an insight check.
God.
Rocky's not gonna call anything out, she's just curious. Ha! That is a 16.
Jesus.
Ooh.
So Citrus, is Citrus telling the truth, or is Citrus just trying to cover up a fumble of words?
A little bit of both. She really. I need to start remembering how to use binary terms. They don't really care how to, about money. 'Cause where they come from, they don't use it that much. So
Okay, yeah, Rocky's not gonna call us out. She's just kind of examining them for her own purposes.
they're telling the sort of truth that did fumble about the fucking money.
Yeah.
They're paying the toll. It is a waste of stuff. Like,
Excuse me. I said I wouldn't do that, but I'm doing.
God.
Sorry, excuse me.
Yummy.
It's at this point
The
it's at this point that Rocky cleans her plate and she's like, "Do you have any more of that rice? Even just a little bit, please."
and then before you can answer that, you can see that Citrus didn't really finish the rest of their meal, but they are full. Here, little one, do you want mine?
And then Rocky's just, like, reaches out, her eyes are kind of glowing, like, eat, 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 eat.
I appreciate the savory sugar and did we meet?
Sorry.
Sorrow.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, you met him.
Oh fuck. And sorrow.
You forget everybody.
But I'll be in the where's the bedroom where you guys were sleeping upstairs?
The attic.
Attic.
Okay, I'll be upstairs getting my stuff ready.
Right.
If you need me.
It's at this point that Rocky is still eating. It's at this point that she's gonna be like, So Sorrow, I'm sorry about knocking your book away, but as you understand, combat is life or death.
And Sorrow like nods. He's like, well, I can't knock good combat. I'm not privy to it myself, but I can respect a good strategy.
It's also a point where he's like, did that potion I handed back to you help? I hope it did. I didn't mean to harm anyone so much. I just get so excited sometimes.
And Sorrow like nods. He's like, oh yes, it helped just fine. It was a bit achy going to bed, but it's all melted away at this point.
And then I am going to continue going blah, blah, until I finish eating.
And Damien, he finishes up his food as well.
I just realized, out of all of us, I'm the one that eats like an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like Citrus would like keep you in handy, just so they don't have to worry about throwing it away. You're basically their garbage now.
God.
Bundy garbage disposal.
Yes.
Damien finishes up and he says to the table, I'm also gonna go upstairs and grab all my things. Might as well go see what's going on in this town.
So as Rocky finishes up eating, she's like, so do you guys need help cleaning the dishes? I used to clean dishes at home all the time. It's the least I could do since we slept in late and you've prepared everything for us and you've housed us. Please let me help. Even though she's clearly too short to reach any of the faculties.
You want to make a persuasion check for me, Rocky?
Let's do it. Ha! Oh, 7.
Alright, it's gonna be a fail. Sar and Shuka are gonna politely decline and insist you get ready with the others. And Shuka's gonna be like, there's much you haven't yet seen, especially over that bridge. It'd be a waste if you were to lag behind. I'd feel bad after yesterday again.
Then Rocky at this point's a little pouty. He's like, yeah, well, okay, you have a point. Thank you again. And she kind of pulls the edges out of her leotard since she doesn't have her chain shirt on. She gives a small curtsy as she bounces up the stairs.
Boing, boing, boing.
And then it's at this point that she sees you guys, and she quickly slides into her chain shirt and gets all the belts and buckles adjusted.
You can see Citrus pulling out some from their pocket and adjusting them into their sword, kind of to customize it, but also keep it intact. It is a little.
It's all.
And you see Damien equipping his shield, making sure it's all polished and good.
Rocky has her maul strapped to her back. She has her bardage strapped to her back. She has her javelin pouch over her shoulder where she can reach it. She has a lot of stuff on her back for a tiny little bunny.
Wow.
Bone.
It's also at
Too
this
small.
moment that she realizes she doesn't have a potion, and in her mind she's all like, yeah, maybe I should buy one of those things. You know, just in case. And she side-eyes Citrus real hard. Based on the one time they could have helped Damien but chose not to.
Citrus looks at you
You
Like
feel
examine
you
you.
feel her eyes on you and she side-eyes you really hard as she makes this mental observation.
But Citrus isn't pulling a worry stare, just kind of okay, can I help you?
Then Rocky looks away and continues packing her things.
Okay. No, you're fucking bitch.
It's also at this point that Rocky kind of has the 3 diamonds they earned in her hand pawn. She's like, oh yeah, maybe we should ask about that. Maybe a trip to the brokers is in the stars. And then she's gonna be kind of verbal about it. I was like, hey Damien, these diamonds, huh? Can I make a perception check and take a 20 just to see what they look like, what color they are, if they have an otherworldly essence about them?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Okay. So these diamonds are actually different colors. Or at least different colors to your surrounding, oddly enough. They seem to sparkle a nice, vivid violet, actually.
Hmm.
And since you've been hanging around him long enough, you recognize that this is actually the same violet that Sorrow seems to be aligned with.
Informational.
Yummy. Damien responds to Rocky's statement. Yeah, we should probably get him checked out, shouldn't we?
Yeah, and then Grapefruit over here can get some monies that they can use just in case. Just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're gonna need it.
It's like my mom says, no matter how good of a warrior you are, money talks.
It's true.
At this point, I'm just going to continue preparing until I am ready. I have no more to say.
So just
Okay.
looks. Oh. I was just gonna say this. It just kind of the. What are they? Crystals or diamonds?
Diamonds.
Diamond.
Diamond.
Did you get them too, or did you not? Because you weren't here.
Citrus did not get them because they were not here.
Oh.
Yeah.
No present.
It was a reward from Keeper.
No.
Oh,
It was a
Okay.
gift from Caper for entertaining his boyfriend.
You could see Citrus eyeing diamond. And where did you get that?
Well,
I don't know what I want to say.
you
but
were
I'm not gonna say
here.
anything.
no, say it.
Say it, bitch.
We were mining at night.
Oh, motherfucker. Alright, session over. Pack it in, everybody. Fuck
Goodbye.
this. Thanks for joining us.
Alright, Damien, go ahead. That's why I didn't want to say it.
Well, we got it working together and being around everyone here.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Uh,
Citrus quickly turns like pissed off.
Well, no, I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm trying to tell you how we got these diamonds.
Fine, don't tell me.
I just did.
You just said by working together.
Yeah, we fought somebody. They gave us the shit. So
Well, you
Yeah.
should have said that.
And then Rocky turns and she's like, "Yeah, it was a great job. We flanked them on either side until they were down, and then thanks to my harebrained thinking, we disabled a spellcaster. Well, I did.
then they gave up.
And then you bashed that barbarian into submission. That was a good blow. Good job."
It was good stuff. Man, if only you could see it. It was really fun.
Eh, I'm sure we'll come up to something like that again.
Damien
I just
like,
realized since
Damien just rolls his eyes at Citrus and like readies all his things.
Oof.
What did you
Are we gonna
realize?
fight me?
Rolls his eyes.
No.
Yeah,
What did Mel realize?
Oh. Yeah, what'd you realize?
I realize since Citrus is here, now that I have arts of the characters that can actually describe them proper. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm still missing one, but you know it's all right. That'll come later.
Oh, it
It's alright.
might be Sage, huh?
Yeah, Sage's the
fine.
only one who hasn't gotten art yet.
Take your time.
It's all Gucci.
Take your time.
Anyway, you guys finish packing up, and when you go downstairs, Shukri is actually wiping down the table, and she goes, "I promise, our society is full of culture, even if it is a bit odd to outsiders. I promise it isn't all bad around here. Trust me, if you get someone to show you around, I'm sure they can tell you about it."
It's at this point that Rocky chirps up and is like, Hey, Doublemint, is Sorrow still around? I might have accidentally handed out my only potion of goodwill, and I would like to purchase another from the potion seller."
Goodwill? Did you just say goodwill?
Out of goodwill, yeah.
Yeah, that's what she did.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard. I might have accidentally sold just at goodwill. I'm like, what?
No, she gave her only healing potion to Sorrow after she beat the snot out of him last time.
Okay.
The goodwill.
And what's
Yeah.
Oh my god. Continue.
And Shukri's like, "Oh yeah, he's actually in the kitchen. Sorrow," and he's like, "Yes." And he's like, "I think Rocky has something to ask of you."
And then Rocky walls in. She's like, "Hello. Are there any wares that I could purchase? I just realized I was about to step out without a means of healing."
And then Sorrow turns around from his dishes, which he has cleaned surprisingly fast. Actually, there's only like one dish left in the sink. And he looks at you and he's like, "Tell you what, since you seem trustworthy, I'll give it to you at a discount price." He's going to walk over to his box and pulls out. And you don't have to roll. I'll let you take a nat 20 on this. It's the exact same potion he gave you last time. And he holds it to you with his fingers. He's like, "Just 5 gold pieces. That's it."
And Rocky merrily hands over 5 gold pieces. Thank you
All
very
right.
much. So, what's the healing on that? I must know.
Alright. The healing. Didn't somebody use it last time?
I gave mine away.
I didn't use mine.
Alright, cool. I think I actually had this somewhere written down. This is
Wasn't
why I
it-
like having my
wasn't
desktop
it-
open.
2d4? I don't remember. I actually don't remember.
I had it written down somewhere. It looks. If I had my desktop open, I could just tell you because I had it written down somewhere. But oh well, bite the bullet on this.
Also, as a healing thing, don't you have the other thing you can do?
Second wind.
Shh. They don't need to know about that.
Hello?
Hello.
Hmm.
It's in case the bunny gets hit real hard, okay?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, very fair, very fair. Wow, I guess I just can't find it. I'm sure I posted the list somewhere in March VC if I look back far enough, but
If I
I'll give you the stats.
can.
I'll give you the stats later.
I will see if I can.
Still got a long ways to go.
I'll see if I can discover it while scrolling through. You feel free to go ahead. Oh, I found it.
All
2d4 plus 2.
Alright, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
2d4 plus 2. Got it.
Okay. You guys ready to head out?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Ready.
Alright. Sorrow and Shukr bid you a farewell as you leave the house, and you are met with the familiar crossroads. As nothing has changed since yesterday, from the crossroads you can see up ahead, the docks and the river splitting it. In the distance, you can actually see the very meaty figure of Pepper and his very bright red coloration And beside him, you can see the smaller figure in more blue and sorrow caper. It seems, as you would suspect, they are hanging out. And to your left, as always, is to Sage's house. And to your right is where... Sorry, I'm getting distracted. To your right is where you left to go find Pepper at his hangout, but it seems you will not be needing to go there since he is hanging out at the docks.
Yeah.
I would like to make a perception check based on hearing.
Go for it.
I would like to eavesdrop on the conversation between Pepper and Caper to determine if they're waiting for us or if they're just chilling and hanging out.
Alright, go
Oh,
for it.
wow. That is a 20 plus 3. 23.
Oh, gee.
Oh,
Wow, you actually managed to pass it because it was 21.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Nice.
Good on you. You can hear that Pepper and Caper are just exchanging casual conversation. They're just hanging out.
They're just two gays flirting.
So it is at this point that Rocky kind of speaks just loud enough for the group to perceive. Those two seem to just be hanging out, so if we want to make a pass over to the broker and come back, maybe then we won't be interrupting.
Yeah, that sounds fun to me.
Alright, y'all gonna go to the broker?
Are we going to go to the broker, Grapefruit?
yes, let's go. I'm just following.
Alright.
shadow in the night. The grapefruit rolls in your shadow.
Gone.
Okay.
I'll squirt you in the eye when you're not paying attention.
No Kai.
Okay, let's go.
Alright.
As we're heading
Alright.
toward the broker, I want to keep my eye out to see if Parsley's corpse is still there or if it has moved.
Alright, go for it.
Oh, perception check? Ha! Oh my god, no way. You're not going to
You got
believe
another
me.
20.
I got another nat 20.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
So,
Someone add
23,
your
20,
modifier to that?
23.
23. Jesus.
Alright, from where you can see as you're heading down to Sage's house, you cannot see if Parsley's body has moved.
Ooh.
Wait, so his body did move, or it's still there?
You can't see
Oh.
because you're focusing. I made it extremely high because you're focusing on just going to, you know, Sage's house.
Ripperoni.
Understand.
All right, and you make your way down to the left. As you did before, the lanterns slowly fade from the green as they start becoming littered with amber yellow, and soon enough, you make it to Sage's house, still elegantly decorated with the religious insignia as well as very intricate designs.
Oh, we are in the graces of the Amber Ambassador himself now. Rocky states, having remembered the conversation from the day before.
Back here.
Alright,
So
you
just-
want to knock on his door? Or are you just gonna try walking in again?
I'm standing back and seeing what's going to happen.
We're gonna walk in.
You're gonna walk
Just
in?
walk in, yeah.
You gonna go with that citrus?
No, I'm gonna stay back.
Alright.
I'm just-
Damon, when you try to walk in, the door is locked. You
Shit.
cannot just walk in.
Shit.
Rocky's just like, rude.
Well, it was open. Yeah, shit.
Is there a bell mechanism or a doorbell, or would it just be a good old rap on the door?
Good old rat.
Damien turns to Rocky. Well, since you like hitting things, would you want to knock?
Rocky's like, "Kay," and then she summons her mage hand to go. on the door.
Of course.
I have no idea how that sounded, but I hope it sounded as terrible as I hope it did.
No, it sounded wonderful. Alright, and as you knock upon this wooden door, there is actually no answer. But
Yeah.
give me a perception check based on hearing, Rocky.
Great. That's what I'm good at. Ha!
I was gonna ask if I could make a perception check to see if there's like windows or something.
Based on hearing, I also realized that my I added one extra to my modifier. Sorry. So 15 plus 2, 17.
Alright. As you listen in, after you knock the door, after you listen in through the silence, you can hear what appears to be silent murmuring. If you listen closer, it sounds like prayer.
Oh, he's blessing up.
But you do not understand it, since it's in a language you do not understand.
Oh, this ain't Sylvan.
Nope, it's not.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's windows or something?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you. 18.
There are windows.
Uh-oh.
How high up?
I'm gonna say about 10 feet.
Citrus looks at both of you. You guys want to go in?
Rocky at this point is like, I don't know if this is a good idea. Maybe we should just come back later.
Are you sure? Because I mean...
You really gonna resort to...
Rocky gets a smug look on her face. She's like, hey man, I'm gonna let you do you. I won't stop you if you want to go in there. But I'm not involved in this.
I mean, it seemed like you guys were desperate to go there, so... I
Hello?
was just...
Desperate.
Hello? You're the one that needs the money.
What?
You're the
Oh.
broke one here.
Yeah, try handing over money and being like, what is this crap? I don't want this. I don't want your magic money, bunny.
We don't need the money. We could just go to the bridge and find another fucking...
Wow. Okay.
I don't need money.
At this time, is there any movement going toward the door, or are they? Is it still? Has nothing changed?
It is still. Nothing has changed. There's still prayer going on.
Damien, how
You
about you
still
give
cannot
us?
understand it.
Damien, how about you give us a tiebreaker because we're clearly arguing.
Damien just looks at Citrus. We're not gonna interrupt the man. He's obviously busy. We're going to go.
Then let's go. And then
Alright.
Citrus starts walking ahead, clearly not knowing where the hell to go.
Amazing.
Damien turns to Rocky. It's like dealing with my kid again.
Today's gonna be one of them days, huh?
It's gonna be.
And I said, hey, what an awful kind of day.
Is that
Oh
what
my
Rocky
God.
starts singing?
Is that canon?
Yes.
Because Rocky starts
Good.
singing the Arthur theme song.
What a terrible kind of day.
We got a grapefruit on the way to ruin our reputation.
I'm here to fuck your day up.
I love Rocky so much.
Over two.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm just having a great time now that Citrus is here because I have a lot I want to disclose to you.
Dude, hell yeah. let's
After-
go.
Okay, so let's head on back to the
Let's get
square
to
then. Let's head on back to the square.
Alright.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Should we go to meet Pepper and Keeper?
Do you wanna?
Yep.
We could.
Yep. They're
What?
still there.
Let's
We
do
could.
it.
They're still there.
Let's do
Let
it.
us go.
And maybe Citrus can get a look at the river to see if there's any other way.
Rocky preemptively is gonna make another hearings check as they're approaching.
Alright.
Ha! 16 plus 2. Okay, so that's 18.
Alright. You can hear that you're not gonna intrude on anything romantic. It's just clearly casual conversation
Okay,
between
great.
the
That's exactly what I was examining for. To make sure I wasn't interrupting.
two. Yeah, I picked it up. I'm like, yep, don't worry. They're just dudes beating guys.
Guys being dudes.
Rocky stays behind Damien, so Damien will be forced to make the first interaction with them. Because she knows that Damien tends to be a shadow in the night.
That's Citrus.
Don't you mean citrus?
That's Citrus.
There's a tier list. There's a tier list of shadows in the night. Citrus, Damien, Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky is the big ball of sunshine, except she's small.
Social butterfly.
I'm just gonna walk past them and go straight for the fucking rapier.
Can I shove Damien closer to them?
Why?
Go for it. Make a strength check.
Oh, that's not gonna be good.
What?
So, proficient 13.
Okay, so do I have to make a strength saving?
That's gonna be an opposed strength check.
Okay. Well, I already got higher than you. That's a
Okay.
17.
The idea is there.
Wait, no. Wait, that's 18. Sorry.
Yeah, the idea is there. You can feel the nudge. She like pushes you forward. She's like, "Go on."
Maybe
Like-
looks down behind him like, what? What are you doing?
Go.
What?
Alright,
We're
Citrus.
not talking.
Since you're going towards the river, give me a perception.
Got it. Oh, fuck. 18.
Alright. This river is 50 feet wide, and as you look up and down it, there are boats here, and you can pretty much guarantee that this water is not shallow.
Hmm. Can I,
And it literally splits this land in half. The
Oh,
only way, for as far as you can see, is the bridge.
None of us have a swim speed, do we? I just realized that.
Nope.
No, you
Oh.
don't.
Can I,
Sorry.
can I just touch the water to see how fast it's going? Like, see how the current is, like, going?
Sure.
How
You
fast
didn't
is
touch
it
it?
going? Huh?
You didn't say it. You only asked.
They touch the butt.
I touched the water. I put my hand in the water. Just wait to see if the
How
currents are going, like, quickly or slowly.
Out of
These
curiosity-
currents are going rather quickly. As
Uh,
when you stick your hand into the water, it actually splashes against your palm and sprays up.
Splashes you.
Ran-
Oh, shit.
Random question: is the water really cold or pretty warm?
Cold.
Oh,
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
it appears to be autumn time in the Monochrome area.
I see.
Yep. Cold
Last question.
water.
Last question. Is there a stick nearby?
No.
Fuck. Okay, never mind.
It's just like that one. No.
No.
No. This is a dock, I should remind you. It's not like a clearing, it's a
That's
dock.
what I was thinking too. Because with the bridge down,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, there's a pier nearby, so that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so Damien and Rocky come up to Caper and Pepper. Forgot his name for a second. My bad.
Yeah. You don't need to remember the whole shebang shut of his name. You could just call him Cayenne or Pepper.
Cayenne Pepper, or whatever the last name was, I forgot. Anyways,
By the
just-
way, Citrus, for
Mhm.
your reference, Pepper's full name is Cayenne Pepper La Basilis. It's
Oh,
a mouthful.
good.
Alright. Since you're not interacting, they're not going to acknowledge you. Alright. So-
Rocky's gonna go.
No, not you. I was referring to Citrus. They don't see Citrus because they didn't approach. He just went to the
Yeah,
water.
they don't
like the
know.
little weirdo.
They don't know him yet.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Pepper and Caper are gonna notice you fairly easily, and Pepper's gonna greet you with a friendly wave. Well, if it ain't the hot shots themselves, how was your rest? You still feeling a bit sore?
Well, that was a good fight yesterday, and a little bit, yeah.
Rocky was like, not at all. How about yourself?
And like, Pepper makes a show of like rolling his shoulder, and you can hear like a faint crack. And like, oh, trust me, I never felt better. I haven't had a good spa like that in forever.
And then Rocky's like, that fighting technique you have, where would you say you learned it from? I don't think I've ever really seen anything like it. Using your emotions to fuel your spirit. Your fighting spirit.
And Caper's gonna pipe up. He's a zealot. What's the fucking a zealous? Is that what it's called? A zealous?
Barbarian.
Zealous. Yeah, I know it's zealot, but I forgot what it was when you described something.
Yeah,
like
zealous.
Zealous, yeah.
Barbarian.
Ooh, language. Okay. Paper pipes up to answer you. Yeah, I know. He's like, this is zealous barbarian. It's really impressive. And like Pepper, like in response, just like pats his head, like right on his hat.
Aww.
And Caper.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Oh, we know what they know. We know what they look like now. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a little sailor hat. And also his shirt is now a little bit too small, but also at the same time it looks like it was made like this because the sleeves fit just fine.
He's got the crop top.
This boy out here with the crap top.
Croupus stupus.
Croupus.
And by the way, Citrus, feel free to join in anytime. Because I don't think you're gonna get much.
It's at this point. It's at this point that Rocky's like, I seem to remember that you didn't meet our other acquaintance yesterday. You see that guy over there by the river trying to find a stick?
And as you point, and when you look back at them, you can see Caper's already been eyeing them. And like Pepper turns around and is like, oh, well, it's always nice to meet new friends.
Yeah, your fighting style kind of reminds me a little bit of... I call him Grapefruit, because he's bitter.
The name is Citrus. But he is a little...
I thought you were about to say a little bitch.
No.
That's what you were about to say.
It up. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. He's just a little shit.
Little shit bit. Alright. And Citrus, you're not gonna notice Pepper coming up to you since you're clearly so enthralled with trying to figure out other ways to cross this river.
Are there trees nearby?
Huh?
Are there trees nearby? Trees.
No, there's no trees.
No tree.
Damn it. I had an idea.
Jump from tree to tree. We were like
I
zip
couldn't-
line.
I was gonna cut a
You're
tree
gonna
with my
fucking
axe.
Naruto jump from the tree.
No, I was gonna cut a tree with an axe.
I like
Oh
how
my
you're.
God.
I like how you in character you're so enthralled with crossing it without having to possibly pay a toll, which might not be there. And it's just an idea I planted in Citrus's head.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fun, dude.
That's what makes it fun. Alright. But no, there are no trees nearby, and even if there were, there are no 50-foot trees you can cut down. Citrus.
I can at least believe.
Yeah, I want to believe there are 50-foot trees.
I
But they're
won't
not.
believe, yo.
I want to believe. Anyway, Caper's gonna stay put, but Pepper's gonna approach you, and he is going strength check. Getting a natural 20.
Oh!
He's gonna pick you up by the hood and turn you to face him. And he's gonna be like, so, you must be Citrus. Are you with these ones over there? And he like motions over to Rocky and Damien.
And as you
smile sarcastically and wave.
The Rocky has her hand up like, hey. Hey!
And Citrus, what you're gonna see who's picking you up is this absolutely shredded beast of a man.
Oh, do you have
with
the
very large. Oh yeah, I do.
The
can
image
get
I
it for
think
you
should
if you
the
want.
image should be the latest one in player art, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can post it in VC if you want.
Question:
Mhm.
Yes.
Can I make a strength check?
I mean,
You can try.
you're grappled, so you'd be opposing a grapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but can I kick?
No.
That would be an
Fuck
attack. That
no.
would be an attack roll. That would.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what? You do you. I almost
I
tried to
want to kick
intervene.
him.
I want.
I want to
Go for it.
Let me kick.
Go for it. Go for it.
Wouldn't he? Or yeah, wouldn't they be at disadvantage too since they're grappled?
Yes.
I was just about to mention you are at
What?
disadvantage.
So you roll 2 and you pick the
You are
lower number.
Okay, hold on. Fuck. Let me just sit up for a second.
Good luck with that, man. You're there for the fight.
Fuck. 3.
That is a pathetic kick you're gonna deliver to his belly. Like the little child baby.
Just
And
squeak,
he's gonna laugh.
squeaky toy.
He's gonna laugh like you're gonna have to do a lot better than that, little one.
He would-
And he's gonna like roughly put you down, like he's gonna toss you, but you land on your feet. He puts his hands on his hips. So, where were you yesterday?
That's none of your business.
He was in a tree. I mean, they. I don't know what gender they are. Rocky, correct yourself 3 times.
Alright. And next up, Caper is going to approach you. And all. Oh, no, wait, I can't. That's right, because I can't have my fucking desktop Discord open. Well, it shouldn't be, like, too far up, actually. It's,
You want me to
I
grab
posted
it?
both of them.
I'll
Yeah.
grab it.
I would appreciate.
Yeah, I'll grab it for you. Don't worry.
Gone. Okay. And what you're gonna see is he's significantly, not significantly, he's decently shorter than than Pepper, but he's still
Mhm.
like an average height for a male. He's like 6'1".
Yeah, okay.
He's
Average
dressed up in a
for-
sailor. Yeah, 6'1",
Okay.
and he's a blue boy, and he looks. You don't know how he looks. It's very hard to read. He's
Mhm.
gonna speak to you. He's noticed you toying around with the river, and he's gonna look at the river and back at you, and he's gonna be like, "You can't cross the river without the bridge."
Is there a toll?
No.
Alright. And then Sidja just walks like past him, not giving a fuck.
Jesus.
Wow.
And Caper's gonna give as strong not what is English? That's my first language, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna let you pass by him, giving just as strong not a fuck as you do, if not stronger.
Jesus.
Alright. Pepper and Caper are gonna return to you guys. And they're Pepper's gonna be like, "So, what are y'all trying to do today? Y'all trying to scrap again, or you gonna save it for another time?"
We're trying to explore here. We headed over to Sage, the broker's house, and he seems to be a little preoccupied with traditions, so we'll just swing by another time.
For now, we're
And then,
probably
like-
going to explore across the bridge.
Are there any things interesting across the bridge that we should go explore? I mean, being a local tourist, not by choice, you'd understand that we might want to have a little foresight as to what we're headed into.
Yeah.
And then, like, Pepper's gonna listen to you. He's gonna laugh like, good old Sage. Well, don't worry. He's almost done at this point. And Caper's like, yeah, he usually doesn't take long. He usually starts that, like, early in the morning. And then, Rocky, you're gonna notice that Caper's gonna look over your shoulder. Do you want to look back?
Sure. I'll do it.
Alright, you look back, and who should you see other than Sage approaching?
Oh.
Oh, he doesn't have his money drawers with him. Shit.
Yeah.
The bell's gone. No.
The bell, no!
Bell, no!
No! When am I supposed to ring now?
That was not in character. And then she kind of turns around and says, "Oh, ding ding! Hello, Mr. Sage." Haha! I will create my own bell if there is no bell to ring.
I am my own bell.
I'm an independent bell who don't need no mallet.
Do you know who I am? I'm the bell, bitch.
God. Alright, and Sage is gonna approach you like, oh, sorry. As you can guess, I was in the middle of a intimate ceremony. But I'm free now.
It's okay.
Is there-
I apologize for infringing.
Do not worry. Forgiveness is one of the virtues of the deities. And as you notice, Rocky, he actually has a book in his arm. And you recognize this as the book of deities he had before when he was reading to you.
Oh. Rocky gets like a half-grim look on her face. Paying attention to see if that book ever opens. She expects she expects a lengthy conversation to come from that book opening.
Oh no. Not again.
Well, you can find peace within your soul because that book is not open and is tucked nicely under his arm. And then Pepper's gonna approach like, here he is. The one in tune with the big guys and gals up there himself. And he like smacks his back. Trust me, if there's anyone you want giving you a guide around these parts, it's an Amber.
Well, actually, we do need a guide, but we wanted to come to your place for another purpose.
We had another acquaintance we want to introduce you to. Now, where have they gone off to?
And as you look for Citrus, you notice that they're literally near the bridge, because walking away this entire time.
And then Rocky's gonna call out, "Hey, hey, Grapefruit, you dropped your great axe." I'm gonna roll a deception check.
Go for it.
Got it really?
And no, she's gonna fake you out to make you turn around and acknowledge Sage. 18 plus 1, 19.
Ooh.
Wait, so
She's trying to glad you into turning around.
Yeah.
can make a counter?
You
Yeah.
can make a counter perception or counter persuasion.
Kind of persuasion, yeah.
Because I'm trying to lie to you and I'm trying to make you believe what I said.
Is that a 9 or a 6?
Either way, it's not
Either
gonna be
way,
enough.
you believe my lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you believe
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, fine, I come forward.
Alright, when you turn around, you are definitely going to notice Sage there, because this amber yellow is quite stunning against the others.
And then, as I arrive, Citrus, like, kind of stops for a second, and then reaches on her back and, like, realizes they're...
Realizes Rocky fucking
Great
lied.
And then, looks at Rocky. Grab it. If you do this again, I will definitely grab my big axe.
And then Rocky is like, try me, you unsocial fruit.
Oh no.
Don't tempt me.
We get it. You want to do things on your own, but
We're gonna need
you
to
don't
work
know where you're going.
We're gonna need to work together to know where we're going, fool.
And between you guys arguing, Caper's gonna pipe up. If you guys are gonna mutilate each other, can you not do it on the bridge?
Yeah!
People have to clean that up, you know?
Gross.
People pass through there. That'd just be rude. Littering.
Well, we're sorry,
Yes.
but we've been having tensions a little bit.
Yeah, it's been like trying to pull around a great warg on a twine. It's so everywhere.
And then Sage is gonna pop up. Well, if it's currency you need and items I want, I'll be happy to part with some of my riches.
And then Rocky at this point is going to be like, Grapefruit, this is Sage. Bless the holy Sage.
Ugh. What do you want?
This is the guy that'll give you money
Okay.
that you're gonna need when you're here.
And Rocky at this point is all like, oh yeah, we actually had some goods to exchange. Are we going to need to actually head back over to your place to do so before anything, or... I'm sorry for calling you all the way out here.
And Sage nods his head. Oh, don't worry. It's not really an issue for me. I have all the time in the world to enjoy.
Well, at least until the lanterns get dark.
Of course.
It's at this point that Rocky's like, hey, Grapefruit, have you ever exchanged currency before? Do you know how this works?
Citrus just kind of like looks down a bit and thinks, well, I used to when I, and then they stop themselves. I mean, not really.
And then Rocky's like, okay, you know, I might have made fun of you before, but I think for sake of example and camaraderie, we should provide an example. And what Rocky does, she's going to whip out 2 of the diamonds that she got. And she's going to be like, Sir Sage, could I possibly exchange some of these or have them appraised for a certain amount of local currency that could be used for goods and services?
Alright, and Sage is gonna crouch down and actually cup. He's not gonna grab it, but he's gonna cup his hands around the diamond to get a better look at it. He's like, a very fine polished diamond indeed. Quite the luxury, if I do say so myself. And you're gonna notice, he actually side-eyes to Caper. He just blinks in response. He does not, like, crack his very uninterested expression. And he's gonna stand up again and be like, well, yes, I'd be happy to praise these for you and exchange currency for it.
Very good. I would appreciate that very much, Sir Sage.
We would appreciate it very much.
Yes.
Right, Citrus?
And he just goes, Damien.
Oh, shit.
We're trying
Anyways,
to help. Trying real hard.
So Sage, is that your name?
Yes. Yes, Sage and Selden.
Okay.
But just Sage is fine.
And Citrus looks at their pouch. I'm not really sure what I can trade for you. Do you accept, like, trading currency for currency? That doesn't belong here.
That's,
I mean,
yeah,
That's how I got mine.
that's what a currency exchange is.
I thought you guys meant that I can only exchange items. So,
Oh,
No. I mean, currency is items when it's not local currency, right? I'm not
Yeah.
sure how this works.
it sounds like that.
anyway, I do happen to 60. What do you call currency here?
And Sage is actually gonna pull out a singular gold piece from his back pocket and present it to you. Sager. It's called Sager here.
Sager?
Yeah, Sager. Caeger. Sager.
Okay. Interesting. And then Citrus kind of shows you one coin that they have, and what you can see in it is a face that you're not familiar with and words around it.
It's just a quarter.
Sorry for the
It
vacuum
really-
mod, guys. I
Quarter.
can't help that.
It's fine. Is it the vacuum?
A little bit. It's not as loud as last time.
Yeah. What Sage is going to do, she's going to make a perception check. Okay, you got a 15 plus
There's a reason
18.
why Citrus has this kind of currency, but I'm not telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he got an 18, so what can you tell me about it?
It's literally a dime.
So the words around it are written in common, essentially.
Yes,
So it's a
What did
gold.
they say?
It's a gold dime.
it's a gold dime. Yes.
What does
It
it say?
says it's the land of the perfect and then it's just a the rest is kind of scratched out.
You just
It
say
is
the
kind-
rest is obscured by
rest is-
Citrus's finger.
Yeah, it's obscured by Citrus finger, but all you can make out is the land of the perfect.
And Sage is gonna smile. Well. Currency with words on it. Well, that's certainly a first. I'd be happy to trade you for this. I'm quite passionate about foreign objects.
So 60 for 60.
Precisely.
All right,
And
and
he's
then
gonna motion. He's gonna motion you to come follow him back to his home.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Have his money
go.
drawn. And all right, and you're going back to Sage's house. Hee haw. This time you can just walk in. Congratulations. Take a
Yeah.
nat 20 on that.
Can I
Yeah,
softly ring the bell?
I knew it.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
That's gonna be a 16 plus 21.
All right, you give that bell a nice hearty ring, and Sage does not seem to mind actually.
Dong.
Dong. Okay. And Citrus, what he's going to do, he's going to take your gold pouch, your pouch of 60 gold pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and exchange it for 60 gold Sager pieces. So subtract 60 GCP, or subtract 60 gold pieces, and replace it with 60 gold Sager pieces. So you can just turn gold pieces into gold Sager pieces.
We call
So just
them GCP for short.
Yeah, GC.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the two
Okay.
diamond? What about the two
Yeah, what
diamond
about
heads?
the diamonds? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just took the diamond. He stole it.
He robbed ya. He did it to ya. Alright. How many of you guys are gonna how many of them are you gonna offer up? Both
I'm
of
tr-
you?
I'm trading
I'm
up
giving
two.
two.
Alright, 2 and 2?
Two and
Yes.
two. One to keep
Alright.
for myself.
Oh yeah, maybe you can use that for your pass, Rocky. You're like, look, Mom, I got a diamond out of it.
That's
don't
exactly
tell
what
me.
I was. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Alright. And what so he's just going to do, he's gonna observe the diamond and conclude that it is in fact real.
Woo!
But here's the thing. The price is a bit docked since it appears to be native to this land, but it still gives you 25 gold Sager pieces each.
Well,
That's 50.
it is a good
50,
thing
50.
I kept one.
Yeah,
Oh wait, it's each, so we get 50.
we get 50. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
50 each.
I need monies. So that puts me at 95.
That puts me at 100. Wait, no, 100. What the fuck? 105.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, we're only 10 GCP apart. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Roki did a charity.
Rocky did a
extra payment.
Rocky did
Oh,
a dice.
fuck.
Alright. And Sage is going to put his bibble down on his counter. And he is going to adjust himself and look at you guys. So, you say you need a tour guide, huh? May I ask why?
Rocky chirps up. She's like, "Yeah, we do. We're wanting to head into the lands, but I actually have a couple questions about some of the other colors we've seen."
And Sage takes a moment to think. He's like, "Oh yes, on this side there seems to be sparser of the lower caste around here. You see, on this side they're actually this side belongs to the primary, so to speak."
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be seeing the secondary cast on the other side, possibly.
Precisely.
What could you tell us about the red cast and their deity? I'm quite curious after our conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
The red cast. And he is actually going to open up his bibble.
Oh no.
Rocky's ears fold on her head. What have I done?
Look at what you've done.
Oh, I need to plug in my phone.
It's information, man.
Get ready to take your notes if you want to take notes, Chirin.
I am.
I am.
Alright, Gucci Gucci. Let me just open up my Go Extend the Lore right here.
Go.
Take this right.
Gadget lore.
Go
Gadget
Lore.
brown bricks.
This body
Brown
is
bricks
this
and
body is an
brown crap.
instrument of incredible feat of strength.
Alright. And he is going to open up to a specific page and point. And you're gonna notice he doesn't speak as passionately about
The red cat.
this deity as he would the Amber Ambassador. But it's still respectful. It's still respectful. And he is going to trace his finger along the pages as he speaks. Ah, yes. The Auburn Assailants. The one and only. And he is going to read ahead a bit, mumbling to himself a bit as he... Ah, yes. The magenta... Excuse me, sorry. It's very inconvenient to read on mobile. Blech.
You have mobile?
Yes. Oh, I see.
A mobile. It's a mobile book.
A mobile book. Well, it is mobile. You can take it places with you. I'm not saying it's convenient, but you can. Alright, he's gonna be like, ah, yes, the Auburn Assailants. The one born under the Magenta Matron and the Amber Ambassador. I almost said Amber. Ooh, my fucking words today. The Auburn Assailant, this is what happens when you do like I forgot the word, I'm not even gonna fucking try anymore, man. Okay. The Auburn Assailant was born from the Amber Ambassador and the Magenta Matron. He was born to sort of, well, let's just say, control lesser conflicts amongst mortals and the servants of the deities. But you see, he's not very well renowned amongst the deities. For one thing, he's gonna pause, he has quite the bad temper, so to speak.
So would you say they probably resolve smaller conflicts like local wars and small conflicts, not like large time wars, holy wars and the like?
Very perceptive. That is exactly the case. But the ironic thing is, typically when he loses his temper, it is said that his entire cast feels the same. They are usually responsible for said smaller conflicts. Which is actually why we have and pay great respects to the Indigo Centurion. Ooh, wind's picking up again. Yikes.
Still raining, huh?
No, it's not raining. The wind's just blowing like a wet fart against my window. Okay.
Gross. And then it's at this time that Rocky doesn't really have any more questions unless there's more information to be had about it.
Alright. And he's gonna carry on since you have not interrupted him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Indigo Centurion and the Auburn Assailant usually get into it very much, but due to the Indigo Centurion almost impenetrable. Why are words hard to say, man? I'm making a damn fool of myself. Impregnable. Oh no, Randy.
It means something different than it sounds. Trust me.
You gonna try and roll for pregnancy against a god who is also a man?
Okay, Zeus.
I mean,
Hey Zeus, what's up?
Hey Zeus, Poseidon, control your tadpoles.
Ooh, nice one. Impenetrable patience and neutrality. And Rocky and Damon, you are going to notice that Sorrow and Sugar mentioned that Parsley was of the Indigo cast.
Okay.
A mystery.
That is information that I am very thankful to have.
Okay.
Yes, you would not be able to know this because when you found his body, he was bleached. Okay. So, yes, it is quite unheard of for secondary deities to get into it with the primaries, but I suppose that's what makes the Auburn Assailant so infamous, and that's why the Auburn cast isn't in high regard in the mortal realm.
Rocky nods her head and doesn't interrupt.
Damien does the same.
Citrus, what are you? You just listening in on this as well? Or you just
I'm zoning out.
dozing on? All right,
just
cool.
looking at, not really listening, just looking at it.
All right, I'm gonna let you see that his house is like littered with very foreign stuff you can't trace. No matter how hard you perceive, you can't trace the history of.
Yeah, that's what's intriguing me.
So you just spend all this time looking at his nice little foreign trinkets that he's accumulated among all this time as broken. Okay, carrying on.
Because it's cool.
Sage is actually gonna pause since he clearly doesn't have much to say on that until he speaks up again. You know, it's actually quite interesting that Pepper and Caper, they're an item.
Since one's a red cast and the other one's the indigo one.
I thought the other one was blue.
Caper?
He's blue, but different blue.
Oh, Caper? No. He is not of the Indigo. He actually belongs to the Cerulean Servants.
Thank you.
On my way to Cerulean City.
You asked a question that I was thinking about not asking. So.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
For the sake of pacing, I was like, maybe I should ask this next time I get a chance.
Okay.
God. And then Sage is going to look at you guys to see if you're interested in hearing about that mess.
Insight dice.
Wh-
Oh, that's a nat one.
Well,
Ooh.
What about you, Damien?
So what is your expression read, Rocky?
Rocky's kind of dozing off a little bit.
Ooh.
Damien notices Rocky and Citrus just not paying attention, so he says, I think we're good for now.
Very well then. I'll save that for another time. And he closes his book with a little sloth.
The book going makes Rocky jump awake.
To be very fair to say, she did not go on as long or as passionately about that as you did the Emperor Ambassador.
How did that go?
It went. And
I
went.
see.
And
Until
went.
it stopped.
I see.
Alright. Well, we actually were also looking to see across the bridge, and if you could guide us there.
We're really lost on where we should probably be going to gather information about society and how Outlanders may be perceived.
We live
Yeah.
in a society.
And Sage is going to approach you. Well, if there's anything you need to know about our society, an amber blood like me is definitely your best case. I've dedicated my life to learning the ins and outs of our origins and how we are supposed to conduct ourselves, as well as being a message from the deities themselves to help us find out what we shall do and what we can do to make the best of our existences and how to best serve them.
Well, okay. Would you mind showing us everywhere? Then?
At least as far as you can take us. I
Yeah.
feel like we could figure the rest out ourselves.
Oh,
At this
but
point-
of course.
Oops, sorry.
You can go.
At this point, Citrus tunes in. Hearing that they're about to go. Obviously, they just want to leave.
Alright. Alright, and with that, Sage is going to take his leave, and I assume you guys are going to follow after him?
Indeed.
Yes.
Alright.
Much more awake this time.
Alright. You guys are going to go down the crossroads, back up to the bridge, and Pepper and Caper are going to give you some nice little waves again.
Rocky's gonna raise her hand and smirk a little bit as she passes by toward them.
Damien's gonna salute towards them. Citrus.
Wait, you guys. Wait, why are you guys?
I did, just like as a little like nod to them.
What do you? Oh,
As
Oh.
we're going across the bridge.
We're non-verbally saying "see you later."
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
No, so just puts their hoodie on.
Mm. And before you get out of earshot, earshot, Caper's actually going to call out to you. By the way, I should mention that you should come back over here if you live here before the lanterns go out. We have to bring up the drawbridge so that nothing bad happens.
And then Rocky's like, "Oh, so if we get, hey, Sheik, could you not move your dice next to the mic, please?"
I'm so sorry. Fuck.
It's okay.
Here you go. I'm like,
Just wanted to call it out for people in VOD. I don't care, but I'm like, yeah, I hear that. But so Rocky at this point is all like, so we're pretty much in Campin' City if we are caught outside this city. Got it. Thank you.
That's gonna
Caper
be.
gives you a slight nod. And then he just goes back to engaging with Pepper.
Yeehaw.
Hell yeah.
Alright. And as you cross this bridge, you notice that it's actually lined with multiple colors of lantern. From where you entered, the colors are magenta, amber, indigo, and jade. And when
Dude,
you reach the other half,
Dude, it's the
Yeah.
gay bridge.
yeah, it's the gay bridge, dude.
Hell yeah.
And then when you reach the other half, the lanterns placed there are viridian green, red, cerulean, and violet.
Hmm.
Citrus just kind of the lantern. So, did you guys find out why, uh, or how even these lanterns turn different colors?
Rocky surmises, I believe it's based on the dominant power in the area that we're in.
So you're telling me that basically all the colors dominate this bridge?
Well, you could only assume that means all of them are here, united.
Yeah, like, do you remember when we got attacked in the alley and all the lanterns were amber? We were attacked.
Alright.
We were attacked by amber-tipped horned people, if I recall
Right.
correctly.
Yeah.
And Sage is going over here, and he's like, yes, that's basically the short and sweet of it. Certain areas of our land are dominated by a certain caste. The one where you reside, with Sugar, is dominated by the Jade Cat. Meanwhile, I, obviously, dominated by the Amber caste. I assume you have not yet been to the Indigo or Magenta caste, have you?
This is the first time I've heard those colors used in perspective to this area.
Yeah.
And Sage nods his head. He's like, well, there'll always be plenty of time to explore more, but I'll try and keep it simple, so it's not an overload. And as you cross into the bridge, you actually see that the lanterns of this piece of land is dominated by Viridian green lanterns. So basically, it's a more greeny green. God.
So,
Hell yeah.
so Sage, what do you know about this Viridian green of lantern?
Sage is going to stay silent for a moment. It's clear that he is a bit more delayed on responses since he doesn't have his bibble on hand. So he'll have to recall this from memory. So he is going to make a history check. Boop, boop, boop. Roll that d20, baby. Alright, and then... Alright, that's 23.
Okay.
So after a while, he's going to recall. Yes, the Viridian Sage. And he is going to pause for a moment before clarifying. Not me, mind you. I'm not the Sage. Just a coincidence.
My name just happens to be Sage.
God. Alright. And he is going to take a break, take a pause, as he recalls more and more. Soon enough, it comes to him. If I recall correctly, the Viridian Sage was born between the Auburn Ambassador and the Jade Concierge. Yes, indeed. That is the case, isn't it? The Viridian Sage, they're basically the ones who tend to the mortal realm. While they do not pay it forward like the Jade Concierge might, they are more than willing to offer their services and assistance to those who ask or might need it.
So they're sort of the market of this place.
Well, yes, I suppose you could say that.
Good to know.
Yes, I do. If you're looking for endless bouts of generosity, you best stay in the J domain. But if you're looking to trade currencies or goods for other things, usually the Viridian case is very good about finding things others might be interested in for a price.
And what would you say the name of their deity would be again?
The Viridian Sage.
Aha.
Not him.
Thank you. Okay, I got it.
And as you pass through this town, you can see that there are little stands and markets laced around. Not many of them seem to be open at this moment, but you can see various Viridian demons wandering around. Some give you some looks, but they don't seem to be don't seem to be impolite. And after they look, they just go about their normal routine. Whether it be talking with others or just walking to somewhere or minding their stand. Just go back to it.
Hey, Mom, it's a bunny.
Mom, look, it's a furry.
That's the big cat and a small bunny. There's also some weird hooded figure.
Look, a weirdo. Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Citrus, you're actually the most suspicious out of all of you three.
I really am.
That's
You're
something
being an
that just
edgy
struck me
little
too.
shit.
I'm like, wait, yeah, you're the most suspicious.
Plus, I'm like to everybody. That doesn't help my
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I'll tell you something afterwards about that too.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry, I'm like actually like dozing off. But go on.
it's fun. Okay, probably be wrapping up on time. We got 44 minutes left.
Okay.
Okay. So, is there anything you guys would like to do or ask Sage? Maybe take a look around these markets, see if there's anything.
Can I look around, see if I can find anything?
What specifically are you looking for?
I don't know, like you said they're markets, right?
Yeah, there are a few stands open.
Like what kind of markets are they? Can I look to see if they are what they sell, shit like that?
Go ahead, roll me a d6.
Got it. Wait, I don't want to right next to book.
You can roll next to the mic, it's fine.
That's fine.
Oh, I got a 3.
All right.
That's
You begin
half.
to smell some rather potent food, and you pass by what seems to be a little bakery.
Oh.
On display, there seems to be some very fragrant pies, pastries, croissants, breads, muffins, cupcakes, the like.
Oh shit.
You can smell a very. You gonna finish that croissant?
Hmm.
And as you smell further, you can tell that these pastries have a very odorous, fruity scent to them.
I didn't know my scent was that good.
God.
One would say they're very citrusy.
Haha.
fuck.
Biggest sniffus.
It's funny because Citrus actually really likes oranges.
Yumby.
So
Cannibalism.
anything. Yes.
Would you like to engage with this pastry shop?
Can Damien just say one thing?
Go for it.
Hey, Citrus, it smells like you in there.
And then Citrus just looks at Damien. Why, thank you.
I had to make
So
a
you
good-
want
had to
That
do
was
the
a-
dad joke. Had to.
That was a fucking compliment, bitch.
You're welcome.
You're saying that I smell good. Anyway.
Alright, do you want to interact with it or you just wanted to make like a little passing thing?
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna interact with the bakery. Fuck it. I'm gonna ask if, you know, excuse me.
Yeah, who are you directing this to?
To the baker.
Alright, as you approach the baker, it seems that, like Sage said, this piece of land is dominated by the associated color demon, which is a
Mm,
Viridian. And you see this rather petite, slim female. And she has a very warm smile, and she has a messy apron on, and a
no.
big poofy dress, with a big poofy bell, big poofy blouse sleeves. And she seems to have the same pink pigmentation as Sugar does. Because if you haven't noticed, they all have like pink marks on their skin somewhere in one way or another.
Uh-huh.
And they seem to take on, just like Sugar's, a rather endearing circular pseudo blush. She greets you with a warm smile. Hello
Mhm.
there.
I was just wondering if you happen to have anything maybe with like fruits in it, like apple pie or something.
Alright, you want to roll me a d4 to see what you can see? Or what she'll offer you, I suppose.
Alright, hold on. I have no idea. Oh, okay, 2. I have
Alright.
no idea how to count, but I just understood. So, go ahead.
So what she's going to offer you is she's going to put down a pie, and you can see from the little indents in it is that it's red, and it's decorated with a red fruit on it. And then the other is going to be a tart. This one has a more green filling in it that seems more native to the part of this town, as it is also Viridian green. And the last one is she is going to put down a sort of sweet bread. It is split. She's cut it down the middle, so you can see that there is a more yellow center to it, and
Mhm.
the bread looks very shiny and like glazed, and it all looks very appetizing.
You could see Citrus eye sparkles for once. I can't
Alright.
resist sweet fish. Alright. Uh, so Citrus is gonna ask, hmm, did you, can you describe to me how they taste like? Or are the colors of the flavor kind of self-explanatory?
She's gonna look down at her bakings, and she's gonna be like, well, I thought they were pretty self-explanatory, but you must be an outsider, right?
I mean, do I look like an insider?
She's gonna giggle a bit. Oh, fair point, I suppose. And she's going to motion towards the pie. This one is quite elusive, I must say. Very, a very boisterous flavor with a slight tart bitterness to it, but very powerful flavor. And then she's going to look towards the tart. This one just comes from around here. Very mild, very sweet, just a very nice, casual, welcoming dish. And she's going to motion to the sweet breadnet. This is very refined. It's very good for enjoying with a good book and enjoying with a good. Oh, I hear someone at the door. That's not a good sign.
Uh-oh.
Could I real quick
I
call
just-
for a bathroom break
Yeah.
while we
Yeah.
wait for the
Okay,
door
go
thing
ahead.
to
Oh,
tide by?
oh no, hang on. Let me finish the sweetbread thing so it's not cut off.
Go ahead. Just let me know whenever you're ready, and I'll pause the local recording.
All right. This one is a more mature, sweet, sophisticated, and very sweet, but not too distracting. It's very good for enjoying with a book or while just studying. I think it'd be very good for anyone who just wants to relax. All right, and there you go.
Okay. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I had the poopy. Poopy. Haha, stinky. Funny. All right.
Stinky.
Alrighty, take it away.
Anyway, Citrus looks at all of their options. You can see a smile on their face. Ooh, how much for the bread? Sweet bread.
Oh, that'll be 10 gold sager, please.
Deal. And they gladly give out the
Alright, subtract 10 gold sager from your
Got it.
monies.
I'm back to
And-
50.
And add ambered sweetbread to your equipment. I'll give you stats for those later.
So, Damon, are you gonna wanna do a searchy search?
Well, not for bread.
Yeah, you can search for something else if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what there is, to be quite honest.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just kind of like the dad,
Alright.
like leading his kid to shop.
Tell you what, here's how it's gonna go. If you want to look for something in particular, you can tell me. But if you don't have anything in mind, you could just roll me a d6, and based on what you roll, I'll give you something more trivial or something more substantial.
If you don't know what you're gonna do, I know exactly what I'm doing.
You go ahead then.
Okay, so, Mel Rocky would like to look around to find a martial weapon shop, or maybe a fishing shop, that sells nets.
Oh.
Ooh.
And
Alright, roll me a D6.
I will DM you the thing. Actually, I should probably just give you a guess. Oh, well, can you open pages, or would you rather have me just take a guess of it?
Take a Kiazo, because if I open something and I exit Discord, I'll just fucking explode out of call.
Okay, so give me a second. It might mute me for a second. Oh, it didn't.
Nope.
Okay. Only for a moment.
For a singular moment.
And I'm just gonna DM it to you. I'm not gonna stick it in VC. There we go. So this is what I'm searching for. There is a price in game, but I'll let you make the call on how much that costs since it's a different place.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
So what shall I roll? What should I do?
Roll a d6.
Yes.
Hey, you're not the DM. I'll roll a
That's
d6.
Yeah, roll d6.
I know you're trying to help. That's a 5 or 5.
Alright, you stumble upon a rather minor martial weapon shop.
And the
You like to enter?
Rocky approaches the stand, and like scarcely her ears really reach above it. Whom is the NPC that I'll be interacting with? Whomstuff.
Alright, it seems that you are being greeted by a Viridian cast demon, as per usual it seems around here. Their gender seems to be... I say seems because we don't assume genders around here. The gender seems to be female as well, but she is more thickly built. Not as husky as Sucre, but she is definitely wide. And next to her, you actually see another female demon, 6 foot tall, and she seems to be built just the same as Pepper, and actually shares this cast of red. She seems to lean on the counter while the Verdian demon just stands up proper, greeting you. Oh, hello there. See anything you like?
Good morning, afternoon. I'm not sure. I'm new to these parts. Hello. I've been looking around. I've been wondering if you might have multiple nets in stock, fishing nets, nets that might hold down a monstrosity in the night. Just something to keep me safe on the trails.
Alright, roll me a d4, Randy.
D4. Let's go, D4. That is a 3.
Alright. Let me give you some options over here. Make sure I don't DM that to you, because then that would be very silly. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, that's what you're doing. I see.
Oh, did you look it up while I was
Alright.
doing it?
Yeah, I did.
Gone. Okay. So, what actually is gonna happen is the Viridian demon looks over to her acquaintance, and she stands upright, goes to rummage in the back, where there seems to be strewn piles of boxes and sacks and such. And she's going to come back with 3 items.
I don't know why I made that noise, but
I'm surprised you didn't make another Finn McDonald.
no. It's not a potato.
Stop.
It's not a potato. She brings you a potato, and a potato.
Potato net. The future of the internet.
Alright. So what she's going to bring you... She's going to bring you... Ooh, more doors. That's scary. She's going to bring you... a great axe.
Ooh.
A longbow. And a net.
Yay! Is it just one net?
Yeah, just one.
Oh. And then Rocky perks up. She's like, "Oh, how much would the net run?"
Alright, they look at each other. And actually, the Auburn demon is going to respond. 3 gold pieces.
And then Rocky excitedly fishes out 3 gold pieces. She actually fishes out 4 and be like, could I make it 4 gold pieces if you could tell us anything in the area we might be cautious of on the roads whilst traveling through, or just passers through?
Alright. Ooh. Phone.
My bad.
Alright. They're going to look at each other again. You're going to notice they're going to whisper each other. And afterwards, the Viridian demon looks over expectantly at her compatriot. And she's going to seem to be deep in thought. And she's going to mention, "Wow, it's more of a rumor, but I heard from somewhere."
Sorry.
I heard from somewhere that there seems to be Roman bodies of black and white around here. Now, I have never heard of anything like that in my life, so take that as you will. But I suppose something is better than nothing, as we've never seen anything like that around here.
Now, that is true. Thank you very much. And she's actually going to hand over 5 GCP for the snappy and informative answer. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Damien walks up behind him and notices the longbow.
Ooh.
And he's interested in that.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Go and kill you.
Excuse me. Hey, little one. Are you selling that longbow by any chance?
And they look at each other again, and they both nod.
If you don't mind me asking, what may be the price of...
Alright, they're going to whisper to each other again, and be like, the Auburn is going to speak again. 50 gold pieces.
That seems about right. I'll do it.
Alright, you gonna hand over 50 gold Sager?
Yep.
Alright, and when you hand this over, they're actually going to give you some ammunition.
Yeah.
They're gonna give you 8 rounds for this longbow.
8 arrows.
8 rounds.
8 arrows.
8 arrows.
8 arrows.
8 awoos.
No.
8 awoos.
Oh, I should totally have a character in Clamasia that calls arrows awoos.
I love it. And Damien, for your convenience. Damien, for your convenience, I'm going to say you're going to memorize where this shop is, so that if you need to buy more ammunition, or if you want to see where,
I can get
if you
more
want to see.
Yeah,
You can get more awoos.
I am possibly gonna drop by and want more nets.
Yeah. So if you want to find the stand again, you're probably gonna ask Damien if he's going out somewhere. You see him crossing the bridge.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
That's all I wanted to look for. What about everyone else?
That's it.
Can I look for like a possible like blacksmith shop?
That would be.
Sure.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right. Do I have to roll anything?
Roll me d6.
Watch me get like a shitty number. Oh, I got a 6. Never mind.
All right. Just above, just after this martial weapon shop, you are going to come across a minor blacksmithing place. You gonna step in?
Yes.
All right. As you step in, it's actually quite peculiar, but you don't see red nor Viridian at first, but you're actually going to see a magenta demon, and this is the first you've ever seen since you've came here.
Oh.
He stands at about 6'8". He shares Pepper's build, very beefy, and he has very tall, intimidating horns, and he seems to be working on something. And as you look towards the counter, to where he's behind, working on whatever he is, you actually see a very petite, like 5'2", Viridian male wearing very large circular glasses, and he seems to notice you and beckons you forward.
Why, hello there.
And he's going to speak. And he has to speak a bit loud. He speaks as loud as he can over the loud clang, clang, clang of the blacksmithing behind him. He's like, hello there. What are you looking for?
Citrus like kind of mimics his the volume of his voice, just to make sure that they can hear him, or he can hear them. Anyway, not much. I was just curious about what you guys were offering. I was looking around, you see.
And he's going to adjust his guess. It's like, what are you looking for, stranger? Are you looking for a simple, martial?
Weapon. Simple.
Would
that be like? I'm sorry, I'm not good at that. Would I be looking for like? What should I be looking for?
Marshall.
Marshall?
Yeah.
Okay. Marshall.
Military grade. That's what martial means.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, roll me a d4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I declare from 2.
2. So, what this Viridian Demon's going to do is he's going to go over to his compatriot and interrupt his blacksmithing. He looks down at him, and you can see a small exchange. And the Magenta Demon juts his thumb behind a wall where you can't really see, and he's going to go over. This Magenta Demon is just going to return to his blacksmithing. And when he comes back, he is going to bring with him a katana, a flail, and a
Is it things?
maul.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's just a flail, not a hat.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
flail.
say, is that Ding's head?
Crossing universes.
Oh my god. Wait, Mel, can you explain to me what they do?
Alright. Flail, 1d8 bludgeoning.
Oh, wait.
Katana one. Ooh,
Well.
And I-
Uh-oh.
all right, I think this will be enough for the the market searching, so we can
Yeah.
carry on
He's
since
gotta.
we've already done it 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool. Flail, katana, and maul.
Help.
Sorry, what's the mall?
All right, so I'm gonna start from the beginning. Flail 1d8 bludgeoning, katana 1d8 slashing, and maul is 2d6 bludgeoning.
I have one of those.
Katana flail. And
And by the way, a maul is a hammer.
Hammer with
Oh.
spikes on the end.
Yeah. The other two should be pretty obvious.
yeah. Hmm. How much for the?
The maul
Yes.
is going to be. All right, and he's going to look. He's like, "Oh, the maul. Yeah, that'll be 10 gold Sega, please."
I'm like thinking about it. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
What about the katana?
Oh, the katana, huh? And he's going to look over the katana. No, it's not down there. That is 35 gold Sega, stranger.
I see. Before I make my purchase, do you guys sell anything else, or just those stuff?
Roll me
Sorry.
another. Roll. It's fine. Roll me another d4.
Alright. Three.
All right. So this time, when he goes over to his compatriot, he's actually going to step away from what he's doing and go in the back himself.
Oh.
And when he comes back, he is going to return with, let's see, a glaive.
Ooh.
A glaive.
Yeah, a glaive. A glaive. A long spear.
Oh.
And sorry, the formatting on what I'm reading is terrible. And Jesus, Benemus. I forgot what I fucking said myself. Oh, that's right. Glaive, long spear, and a battle axe.
Oh. Citrus kind of like picks up the glaive. How much for the glaive?
All right. And
Wait,
magenta.
you could throw the spear, right?
Well, I don't think so. It doesn't have the throne tag. Plus, it's
And the
heavy,
glaive?
so
It is a
The
heavy
glaive?
weapon, so
yeah, heavy. The glaive is heavy.
Okay, so they're all basically heavy weapons. Got it.
yeah.
But some of them do have reach for what it's worth.
Which one specifically?
The long spear and the glaive, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Range.
those are both reach.
That's what I was thinking too. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, how much for the glaive?
Glaive is and the magenta van is going to be like, the glaive is 20 GP, stranger.
I'll take it.
All right. Subtract 20 gold Sager pieces from your monies, and you can add that glaive to your equipment now. That's 1d10 slashing. It's heavy, two-handed, and it has reach. It's a spear.
Hold on. Let me write that down. How much damage did that do? 1d10?
Yes, 1d10 slashing.
And you said it was a sphere?
Yeah, it's a spear.
Well, okay. And I can't throw it because it's heavy.
Yeah, two-handed and heavy, but it has reach, so.
You can attack from 10 feet instead of just 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, good
Alright,
sir.
that's all your business?
Yep.
Alright, the gentleman's gonna return to his blacksmithing business while the Verodian bids you farewell. And the others are waiting for you outside. And Sage motions to the lanterns. Well, I do believe it should be getting dark soon. Everybody's starting to turn in. And Citrus, as you notice, you hear a small shh as you, like, exit the blacksmithing, and they, like, pull the curtains close.
Oh,
And you can hear them, like, packing up.
I see.
Alright, we should probably get going then.
Do you have a place in mind, or do we have to go all the way back to where we got out?
Well, I'm sure I'm sure Sage there probably wants to go back to his home. So,
Makes sense.
Yeah, all of you guys need to get back to the other side.
yeah.
The other
Belong in the
side.
secondary.
Let us.
Man, we
got
didn't
more
take too long.
Yeah, man.
Alright. And as you make your way back, Sage is going to be particularly quiet as he watches the lanterns carefully. Do you maybe want to ask about those lanterns since you haven't really learned anything since you were squatted in a tree, Citrus?
Nah, I'm Gucci.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Alright.
I'm not going to ask in your stead. I'm just gonna leave us all in the dark. An
Yeah,
opportunity to learn was just squandered. Let's go.
I'm not doing it.
Alright, wonderful.
Go.
Willful in ignorance. And Rocky, give me a perception check based on hearing.
19 plus 2, 21.
Alright, you're going to hear some uneven shuffling, and it doesn't seem to be from either of you. And as you look around, there's no one outside anymore. Everybody has just packed up, like, especially quick.
Everyone was very eager to get within doors, huh?
Yep, that's how it is.
Does Sage have a lantern on him, or nay?
No, he does not.
Oh boy.
But if you want to give him something, I'm sure he can help you with that.
I have no such lantern thing. I didn't think to ask for one in the
Well,
market.
it doesn't have to be a lantern. Wink, wink.
I don't think he's gonna be interested in 20 feet of hempen rope.
God. Does anybody here have anything that does not exceed 10 feet that you can, like, hold on to?
My glaive.
The one you just got.
Yeah. I don't really have anything else. I do have a hoghead trophy, but that ain't
That
good
could
enough.
work.
Wait,
That could
Okay.
work.
You know what? Can I just light a torch and give it to Sage?
Sure.
To hold?
Go for it.
Alright, I'll do that then. And then Rocky's like, I know it's not much, but maybe this will help since it's getting dark soon. Which sounds weird. Which sounds weird for Rocky to say, considering that it's always dark.
Yeah.
Can Citrus just have their bastard still in hand?
Sure. Go for it.
So Citrus just takes out their sword and keeps it inside their robe, just ready to attack if anything.
Alright. And what you guys are going to notice, actually, despite the light from the torch that Rocky has given Sage, you notice on your person, the colors on you are slowly becoming more washed out as the lanterns grow dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. Like you're slowly becoming more unsaturated.
Perhaps colors are brighter during the day and less saturated during the night.
Alright. And you're actually going to hear more uneven shuffling, but you cannot discern which direction it's from, unless you want to make a check.
Yeah, I'll discern that with hearing.
Alright, go for it.
Oh, natural 20, so 22.
Alright. So as you hear the shuffling, you're gonna hear a sickly gurgling as well. You want to turn around to see what's coming up?
I'm gonna reach my hand behind me and grab my bardage as I'm turning.
Alright. As you turn around, you are met with the sight of what seems to be, as you recall, two, count them, two
Zambros.
civilians.
Oh.
Oh.
But hear me out. Let me finish. Actually three. Excuse me. 3 civilians. 2 seem to match the more petite structure of someone like a Caper or any of the Verdian demons you've made. But one of them in the center is built like Pepper.
Oh.
And as you look at them, Rocky, you notice some eerie similarities between what's affecting them and what seem to be affecting Parsley, as their horns are bleached, and from their eyes and mouth oozes a very thick, inky black liquid.
So the rumor was true!
Bingo.
Oh no.
And I'm not surprised, because I see this.
Everybody rolls your initiatives, babies.
Oh boy.
Oh boy! Alright. Oh boy, okay.
11.
Oh boy.
8.
11.
I got 16.
Alright. Sage got a natural 20.
Oh.
Alright, so Sage, who got the second highest, Damien?
No, I did. I got 16.
Okay. Alright, 16. So Citrus.
Damien.
And then it was Damien, then Rocky.
And then Rocky last, because I got a, I got the 8.
Alright, then I'll roll these motherfucking Zambos, bruh.
Oh, I knew there were zombies. But, the thing, too, is,
Yeah.
has everyone else noticed, or is this a surprise round in which only I have noticed?
Yeah, only you've noticed.
Yay!
Alright.
Oh, this could be awful, actually.
Oh no, one of the zombies rolled a nat 20. Ooh. I'm gonna say that's zombie too, since the one in the center is the big boy. So I'm gonna say is Zambi 2, and then Sage, Citrus, Damien. Damien, what did you roll again?
I rolled an 11.
Alright, so Big Zambi is going after you.
Okay, good to know.
And then the other Zambi has actually matched your roll, Rocky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, an 8.
So how are we going to resolve that? Are we going to go after, or are they going to go before?
You know what? Since everybody's surprised, I'll let Zambi 1 go after you.
Oh, that's
All right,
Zambi.
everybody, let's do this. Let's do this.
I'm going to call the buff Zambi Big Zam. So,
Yeah.
just
Big
so you know,
That's-
because I always write down initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I literally called him Zambi 2, Zambi 1, and Big Zambi.
Like, when you described that to me, I'm like, that's what happens after Doom. This must be Zambles.
Zambles! Okay. So let's see here. Probably should have written this down beforehand, but oh well.
And those of you in the
Okay.
VOD, this should be Theater of the Mind, so if you're wondering where the grid is, there will be no grid.
No grid today, B.
Not this time. It's fairly easy for me to run grids, but Mel is dealing with mobile, so no grids today.
Yeah.
Unless we work out a thing where I'll arrange the grids at some point, but we'll have to chew the fat on that in between sessions.
Alright. Yep, that's true. It's true, me do high. Alright. That will be. Alright, I got their HP written down, so now it's time to rumble. Yes.
I actually gotta go for 3.
Oh, you have to go now?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I'm sorry. I don't want to piss my dad. I have to
Yes.
It's fine if you gotta go. You
It's
gotta
fine.
go.
Yeah,
Thanks for playing with us.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I know the feel.
We'll kill these zombos. Don't worry.
Stab.
Fail for you, Citrus.
Go to your tree.
Okay, goodbye.
Have
You're the
fun.
best,
Goodbye.
Sammy.
Peace out, Sammy. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Alright.
Okay,
So
so I
let's
guess Citrus was gonna remove from the initiative.
Yep. I'm gonna count that as
There we go.
citrus fleeing. Just citrus fleeing. Probably can work it out next session. Okay. So let's begin. Let's begin with Zambi 2. Okay.
Oh, Zambi 2's going first, not Sage?
Yeah, Zambi 2.
Oh, it's surprise round. That's right. Duh.
Yeah. So that means skip everybody but Rocky's turn.
Positionally, I am going to remain next to Sage.
Alright. Very Gucci. So what Zambi is going to do is going to make a melee attack against you, Rocky.
Uh-oh.
Alright, let's roll this D20. Beach.
Oh.
Alright. Does a 7 hit you?
Rocky spins the half of her bardage as she parries the strike. No, it does not.
Alright. No, it does not. Alright.
The loud
Now we
clack of the
spin-
appendage hitting the spear should give the rest of them an idea of what's transpiring, but they have not noticed just yet.
Alright. Alright, now it is time for Big Zambi. And what Big Zambi's gonna do is gonna make a melee weapon attack the Morning Star towards Rocky
Oh no.
again.
Again.
Again. And does a 12 hit you? Ooh.
Rocky, spins the haft of her bardage the other way, parrying this attack. No, it does not.
Alright. And now it is Rocky's turn.
What Rocky's gonna do is she's actually gonna... So, Zam 2 is next to Sage at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what Rocky's gonna do, she's gonna make a big ol' swing with her bardage. Oh, okay. That is not a hit, because 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 plus 3 is 8.
Ooh. Yeah, that is not a hit, actually. Just one off.
Rocky swings her bardage without really calculating the weight of having to spun it, so she's very off balance a bit, so it just completely goes wide.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Alright, now it is time for Zambi 1. Ironic that they go last. What Zambi 1 is going to do is going to make a melee attack against Rocky.
God damn!
Because
I really
Rocky
got
has
the
proven-
I really got the shaft this time, didn't I?
Yeah, because you're the one that looked back,
I-
and then you made an attack, so you're openly hostile.
Yeah, true.
Oh, they rolled a nat 20.
Okay,
Oh my god.
That's a crit.
That's a hit.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
That's a whole critty McBitty right there. So that is actually 2 dice. Alright. So that's 8 points of damage right there.
Bludgeoning.
Yes.
Okay, because
Correct.
it's a big old slam. Okay,
Ow.
Big ol' slam.
sorry.
Right on the bun.
I hope she's not faced that way. She got cakes. So
Yeah, cakes.
13 HP. Okay, got it.
Uh,
Okay, and that at the end of this, everyone should probably notice what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. The buns got slammed, dude. Alright. When you guys turn around, Zambi 2 is gonna target you, Damien. It's gonna make an attack roll.
Oh no.
Boom. Ooh, does a 20 hit you? Not a nat 1. Not a
Yeah.
nat 20.
20 hits, yeah.
Alright.
Positionally, where are you
Alright.
standing?
Oh,
Damien?
where I'm at?
Yes.
I guess next to you, wouldn't it?
Okay. No, I'm not asking for any reason. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not asking. you.
I'm not asking for a particular reason.
That's 5 diddly damage right there, Damien.
So right as the zombie makes the attack toward Damien, Rocky is going to immediately burn her reaction to use her sentinel to make a melee attack against that particular zombie.
Alright, go for it.
Getting a 19, so that does a 24 hit.
Alright, roll that damage, B.
Rocky absolutely lays into this fella, swinging her bardage over her head and into its shoulder. That is a 2. That's better. That's 12 points of slashing damage.
Alright, you absolutely slice the Zambi in half. Just split through it. So which Zambi is the Zambi 2?
Zambi 2, yeah.
Alright, Zambi 2 is down for the count.
Oh shit,
Now
really?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
Holy shit!
And now it is Sage's turn. Alright, my boy, what you got in here? So what Sage is going to do?
Great weapon fighting is the best. That would not have been effective as it was if I didn't get a choice to reroll it.
Yeah. Fucking bone OP, please nerf. Please nerf bone.
Boom.
Alright. And so what Sage is going to do, Sage is going to cast Chromatic Orb towards Zambi number 1. Alright, Zambi, let's see how you fare. So that's the D20B. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the format. I have a lot written down.
Yeah.
So, Zambi, that is a hit because he got 10. Just one over. And now.
Oh
his
yeah,
damage goes-
their AC is horrible from what I like distinctly barely remember.
Yeah, essentially. So for that damage from me, I'm sorry if I'm like waffling a bit, you know.
Oh, it's fine. Take your time.
It's okay.
Okay, so that's 3d8 each. Oh wow. I'm not even gonna apply damage because it got 17.
Oh.
Yeah, so Zambi number 1, no longer a problem. Fucking dead. Damien, it is now your turn. Now all that's left is big old buff
I
Zambi.
guess I gotta go and hit it with the warhammer. I have
Alright.
I already have I have my shield equipped, so it's not gonna be full 1d10. So
Alright. Go.
Attack. That does a 7 hit, right?
No, it doesn't.
Did you add your
It's a big
modifiers?
ol'
Yeah.
Oh
I
no,
rolled
that
a
was
3.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. That's a big old whiffy whiff right there, my boy.
He swings the warhammer but misses greatly.
Alright. In Big Zambi is not very pleased about this, so Damien is gonna make a melee attack against you, B. Alright. This is a 22 hit.
Holy
Why
shit.
is it? That's ridiculous. You're fucking shit. Yes, it does.
If I remember my stat blocks correctly from running them before, I think that must have been a 17 plus 5 to hit. Holy shit.
It's actually a +6 to hit.
Jesus!
I know.
That
I know.
seems a little much.
I ran them in the distant past, so I'm like, most mobs and stat blocks have like +4 to +6 hit. I'm like, I think that's a +5? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's Big Zambi's not playing around because he slaps you with a nice 13 right there, buddy. 13 damage.
Okay, well that makes me bloody.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, bloody. Alright, Rocky, it's your turn, my man.
So for my interaction, the zombie I just killed, can I make a perception check to make sure it's actually dead?
You sliced
Alright.
it in half.
It's a zombie, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Crawlers.
Oh, that's a 6.
Oh my god. Well, Zambi seems dead.
Good enough for
It's on the
me.
ground.
So what?
He's doing nothing.
What Rocky's gonna do is she's gonna try to take a big poke at Big Zam's shoulder area. Okay. Ooh,
What happened?
does a 10 hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh shit, it does. Okay.
Yes,
What?
it does.
Oh yeah, because
Your ACs are awful. That's right. Oh, that's a 1. Okay. That's better. That's 11 points of slashing damage.
Alright, there you
What
go.
the
Now
hell?
you can.
Because I rolled a 1, and I rolled an 8 on my D10.
Oh, makes sense.
Alright.
I love great weapon fighting. Great weapon master's the feat.
Alright, you're not looking so good, Damien. So Sage is gonna notice this, and what he is gonna do is he is going. Where's these wounds here? So he's gonna use Cure Wounds. And since you're within range, this is theater of mind. He's gonna touch you, and you regain 1d8 plus 3 HP.
Oh shit! Do I have to roll it or you roll it?
It's the person
I'll
that cast
roll
it.
it.
Roll it.
Yeah.
Yep. So let me get my d8. Ooh, so that's 70. You got 9 HP back, buddy.
Yeah. Ah. Little
Since that is a
little bit.
level 1, so that goes 1 level 1 slot. Boop. Alright, Damien, now it's back to you. Now that you're feeling a little bit better, let's see what you can do.
Okay. Actually, why don't I have this up? I need to fucking have this stupid spell up. I need to have this spell up. Let me grab that real quick. Where is it now? No. Okay. Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Searing Smite.
Alright,
All right.
go
Go
for
ahead
it.
and make your
I'm
attack
gonna
roll.
do that. And for my attack, with my Warhammer, does a what is that? A 22 hit.
Yes, it does. Roll your damage, boy.
Okay, so that's 1d8. 7 plus
your searing smite damage.
wait, so that's plus 4 as well. 11. Then I have to roll a d6. That is a 2. So that's 13 points of damage.
Alright, coolio.
And also the zombie's on fire.
Oh my fucking god, B.
So it must make a Constitution saving throw, and also it is prone.
It needs to make a strength. Oh, it knocks it down. You don't need to make a strength save.
Warhammer.
You have to make a strength save to pass that check.
You have to make a strength save, unless it's prone. Come on.
Alright, so how much damage?
That is... Wait. 13. Yeah,
13 total?
Yeah. 13 total.
Alright, 13 total. So...
Then it needs to make a strength save and a constitution save?
Yeah, it does.
Alright, so let me get these d20s to the beach. Alright, so I'll do the strength first. Does 13 cut it?
No.
That's one
It's
off.
prone.
Alright.
One off. It's prone.
Alright, and then for the next one, does 16 cut it?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Alright, so it's prone, but Zambo is not on fire. Alright.
And whose else turn is it but Big Zam himself?
Yep. Big Zam's not very excited about being lit on fire, Damien.
And
So
also
what's it
being
gonna do?
knocked down.
And also being nuked down.
So what's it gonna do? It's gonna take some movement, get up, and it's just gonna make a martial attack against you, man. It's very angry. Oh, does 22 hit?
Wow. I do 22. It does 22. Yeah, it does.
Alright, so here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my god. 18.
Well, I'm down.
And since he attacked my comrade standing next to me, Rocky is absolutely going to burn her reaction to make a melee attack against him.
Alright, go for it.
Whoop. 11 plus 5, 16.
Yep, that's a hit right there. Go get
Okay,
him.
so Rocky's gonna spin her bardage around and try to cut him again in the shoulder area, trying to sever the head from the body. 6 plus... nice. It's 6 plus 3, so 9. 9 points of slashing damage.
Alright. Douche, please do not cry at me. I'm playing D&D. Alright.
So how's Big Zam doing at this point?
Alright, let me calculate real quick. That's a 9, right? That's 9?
Yeah.
Alright. So Big Zam is bloodied.
Okay, fantastic. So...
Cool. Now it's your turn, Rocky.
Now it's my turn. In a fit of desperation and, actually, you know what? Rocky's is gonna go ahead and make another attack roll based on the same movement of her previous. I'll have to do that I'll have to do what I was about to do in a minute. 11 plus 5, is that a hit?
Yes,
Again.
it is.
Again.
Alright. Whoop! Oh, wow, max damage. So that's 13 points of slashing damage.
Yeehaw.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And... is he still standing?
Alright, let me do the math real quick. Yes, he is.
And Rocky's gonna burn her action surge to make an additional attack.
Oh my god.
Jesus, Benevus.
And with this same motion, Rocky leaps into the air and she actually tries to impale the Zombo through the middle.
Alright.
17. Is the 22 hit?
Oh.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Whoop! That's a 2.
Ooh.
Max damage again! 13 more points of slashing damage!
Okay.
Alright, describe how you kick down Big Zimzam.
So what
Rocky.
she's gonna do is she's gonna hop about 20 feet and come down hard with as much strength as she has. And she's gonna bifurcate Big Zam right down the center.
Ooh. Alright, with that, after a messy splurge of gross, thick, inky blood, the Zam falls down.
Alright, well, that That felt good. I got to use action surge.
That's that on that.
Bunny is angry.
Alright. Just as a reminder, Randy, when someone's down, when the fight's over, do they still have to make saving throws or not?
Yes.
Alright, so if that's the case, what Sage is gonna do,
I'm actually
going to cast-
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
he's gonna cast his cantrip, Spare the Dying, and he's going to stabilize Damien. If the fight didn't end there, that was what I was planning to do.
It really,
nice.
and you know what? Things actually change. Do you really care about how rules are written for characters being revived? Because I run it differently in Clamacia. When you're stabilized, the player rolls a 1d4, and what they get is the amount of hours that pass before they become conscious again. That's up to how you want to run it. That's just how rules is written run. That's why I don't run it, because I throw stuff at you guys that's pretty challenging, so I'm like, let's not do that.
Since it's Marshall, I'm gonna say he doesn't need to do that. He could just get back up. He's hurting.
But you're at 1 HP.
Yeah, you're at 1 HP, but you're stable. You're not gonna die today, son. Alright.
God damn. Max damage twice in a row.
Good grief. Rocket is not playing around. It's interesting playing like this, having to like flub the enemies because like you guys are so like powerful. You know?
As soon as I saw Big Zam, Rocky pretty much did the Babe Ruth thing where she was pointing where she was gonna knock the ball. But but instead it's a Zambo.
May I just do myself a solid and cast Cure Wounds on myself?
Go for it, dude.
Okay.
Roll your dice from side to side. Come on.
Cure Wounds, if I recall correctly, is...
Do the Cure Wounds.
1d8.
1d8
plus
plus
3.
Charisma mod. For paladins.
Okay, that's full. Okay, that's full fucking thing. So that's Charisma mod as well, so that's going to be +2. Okay, so that's 10.
Whilst this is happening, can I take a moment to see if there's anything of interest upon the Zambos?
Yes. Wait.
Alright, go for it.
Like, baubles, trinkets, stuff like that? Maybe it's more or less something to show, not a shiny necklace. I'm fucking done with messing with necklaces. But it's just like a bauble or something to show that this is a threat that is happening. Perhaps a sample. Okay, well that's a 4 + 2. Is that the 6?
I'm gonna say that's actually a pass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean they're dead. So,
yeah.
Or are they?
Or are they? Surprise attack? Nah.
No.
Alright, coolio. So you're gonna approach these zombies, and curiously enough, you notice their necklaces, but you are not interested in that. You are done with necklaces.
Yeah, I am done with necklaces.
For note's sake, the necklaces on them are magenta on Big Zambi, Viridian on one of the smaller ones, and then violet on the other.
Okay, that's actually valuable information. Thank you very much.
Alright.
Never mind.
All right. And what Sage is going to do is Sage is going to go over to these zombies, and he is going to cast Speak with Dead.
Speak with Very Dead.
Yes, definitely. And he is going to cast it on... which Zambo? Well, I guess he'll cast it on Big Zambo. Might as well.
Ooh, I wonder if his soul is split in half too.
God, split personality Zambo.
I burnished him so hard he fell in half. Haha.
Alright. And this Zambo looks over at Sage, and he's going to crouch down and ask, "What has happened to you?" And the Zambo's going to respond with a strained breath, "Bleached." He's going to ask again, who did this to you? We don't know. And then he's going to ask, has this happened to others?
And then Rocky's gonna kind of mutter under her breath, but not respond.
Mm.
Ooh.
And the Zambi's gonna respond, many. And then he's going to ask, what do you last remember? And the Zambi's going to respond, white. Alright.
Hey Chris,
The final question-
what are you feeling with?
Huh? Oh,
What are you-
my bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Alright. And the last question that Sage is going to ask. What is the last question Sage is going to ask? I'm trying to make it a good one. That'll help you guys out. Is it of this world? Very good one. And the Zambi is actually going to respond, they're back. And then he's gonna dismiss the spell and let the Zambi rest.
And then Rocky's gonna speak up, and she's gonna say, "This is something that actually happened to Parsley as well. The same
And Sage
precise
is
thing."
going. And Sage is actually going to snap his head back at you, wide-eyed. This happened to Parsley?
Indeed,
Well-
it did. It was to a large tendrilled black bug. We dispatched that one, but that was 2 days ago now. Yes.
Yeah, but we didn't find him as one of them, more or less. He was still dead.
And then Rocky's like, "Wait, when we were heading to your place, he was not in the same place that he was before. Something has moved his corpse."
Or his corpse moved himself.
The plot thickens. Alright. And Sage is going to kneel over these corpses and examine the inky ooze leaking out of them. And you can see a clear, disgusted look on his face. Alright, do you guys have anything you want to touch that ooze with? By chance?
I will
Citrus.
actually.
Is there a stick around?
I'll actually expend one of my unused torches, but use the not flammable end to grab a little sample of the inky ink.
Alright.
Because I don't know if this
And
is like I don't know if this is like acidic, so I'm using something that's not disposable.
Actually,
Alright.
I have an idea. I'm gonna drink the healing potion,
Alright.
and then you could use that as a vessel to carry it.
Oh, capital thinking.
Very smart thinking.
So really-
Alright, go ahead and
Roll your
add...
2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
Wow, that's the lowest it could have gone. 4.
Rip.
Oh well, you going back home anyway.
15.
Alright. Subtract that from your equipment, and now you can add vial of bleached blood to your equipment.
Vial of blood.
Vial of absolutely not. Never mind.
Abs-
I'll say that
and
after.
Rocky for the... se-
I'll say after a session.
Okay.
Alright. And for your sake, Rocky, you can keep that torch. It doesn't really do anything. It's not acidic. You just notice like the part you touch with it has become bleached of color.
Oh, great. She kind of like smears it onto the dirt on the ground, then puts it back in her pack.
Yeah, so other than a slight bleach stain that you could easily rub off, give or take, you can use it. It's fine.
I wonder if I
Alright.
can bleach fire with it.
Just make it a white
Cool
hole.
bleach fire. Hell yeah. You'd be the coolest kid on the block.
Would you?
I have fire!
Well, you'd be the strangest kid on the block at least.
Oh,
But
no.
hey, isn't that what's cool nowadays?
I mean, if you got bleach, you'd be the wisest kid on the block.
Oh
Okay.
no. Alright.
Let's
Let's
proceed.
get on.
Let's get on getting
The
on.
wisest kids you know on the block. Crossover myth.
What Sage is gonna do actually is before you guys leave, he's actually gonna drag off these corpses off like the main road here.
Oh yeah,
into like alleys.
I will absolutely help.
I will help
You
too.
you can grab them by the horn so you don't have to interact with their bleachy nasty bits.
Damien's gonna have to help me pull Big Zam because he's pretty big. You know, I did
Yeah.
split him
Yeah.
down the middle.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you did split
God.
them, so he has 2 halves to split. Yeah.
Gross. Alright.
Gross.
And you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say like you guys can help each other, but it's not too difficult for you guys since the Zam is being loosely kept together by the birthstone shard necklace around its neck. Just
Oh, good.
barely being kept together.
Oh man, horrible things could happen if I get the necklace.
Yeah. But I'm gonna give you a nat 20. It's not gonna snap when you're carrying it. You just drag it off and it'll do its thing.
Rigor mortis is already set in.
No.
Oh no. Alright. And as you make your way back, you notice that Sage is deathly quiet and very intense in his thoughts. And you do notice that Caper and Pepper are waiting for you at the bridge. The lanterns are extremely dim. The color out of your persons are almost washed out, as are theirs.
I'm gonna dash. I'm not gonna wait.
Alright, well, you can do that. The others can follow behind you, no problem, because they were not planning to pull the bridge up on you. They were waiting for you.
I was taking no chances today.
I'm not camping out here.
Other
today, not with
days,
the Zambos.
other days maybe, but I burned my action surge, so I'm not as confident.
Your ego's getting smaller.
Yeah.
I'll use my feline agility to keep up.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Oh no.
And
We left
Sage
behind.
and Sage is gonna nonchalantly and very somberly walk across the bridge. Caper and Pepper approach him. And they try to speak with him, but he just motions them to just leave him be. And with that, after the fact, Caper and Pepper are going to lift up the drawbridge, split in half. You can no longer travel across it.
Oh
And you are
no.
all going to make your way back to Shuker's abode.
Oh no. Well, I just realized Citrus is still out there.
They're in a tree.
Ooh. You're in a tree. They're gonna have to squat in there to avoid more Zambos.
Better find a big tree.
Big tree.
50-foot tree. Maybe they
50
found it.
They found it finally.
They did it. Ooh, but that's gonna be a hassle to climb down though.
We all
50-foot
know
fucking
zombies.
Tree.
We all know zombies can't climb.
Yeah. Duh.
Unless they're fast zombies from Half-Life 2.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Those don't count.
And you make it back to Shuker's abode without any conflict.
Good, good.
You can see Shuker and Sorrow have prepared Din Din.
And then what Rocky's gonna do, like, as they walk in, she's gonna elbow him kind of on his thigh, and she's gonna whisper up, "Don't say anything about the bleached blood until after dinner, okay?"
Yeah,
After
I know.
dinner. Alright. And I'm gonna say that this dinner is spent in pretty much silence. There's a bit of small talk here and there. You don't really mention anything about the Zambos and the theories you've put together about these bleached Zambo bodies and parsley, because that would be much worse. And then soon enough, Shuker offers her turn to clean the dishes and go in the kitchen. Meanwhile, Sorrow is left behind with parsley, caper, and pepper. Because they came with you.
Oh,
Ah,
okay. I was like, wait, I was like, what's going on?
we each together.
Yeah, they tagged along.
What happened already?
We eat together.
Family din din.
Family.
Mine is citrus.
I have honorary horns.
Citrus.
They're just tall ears.
Yeah. Honorary horns, ears.
I am the hazelnut guest.
And then citrus has big ears. Honorary big ears.
Jesus. Oh god. Alright. So we're just talking.
Yep, it's interaction time. Sugar is out of the room. She's whistling merrily as she washes some dishes. Y'all are just sitting at the table with each other.
Sage here?
Yep, Sage is here.
Sage is here, yeah.
I'd like to make
Sage,
an
Caper,
insight.
and Pepper.
I'd like to make an insight check to see how he is doing.
Alright, go for it.
Ha! Oh god, that flew right out of my tray and back onto my thing where I had all my dice.
Oh my god.
Wow, I am not good at this, man. 10.
Alright, that's a pass. You can tell he's still very somber and perturbed. And you can detect the slightest bit of a scowl on his face, actually.
Do you want to say something to him?
Thinking. 2 brain cells.
2
Sorry.
brain cells.
Thinking.
1 is food.
Other is fight. Crap.
Food or fight, your choice.
I have done the fight, and now I have done the food. Where is third brain cell friend to help? Insight dice. Let's find out if there's a third brain cell up in there. 13. There is.
There you go, third brain
Came
cell.
out
You
to
gotta
play.
power those motors.
So, Rocky's gonna speak up, and instead of directly addressing things, she's gonna try to take the longbout route and be like, "So, how was everyone else's day today?"
And Pepper's just gonna be like, you know, the usual. Me and Caper hanging around, gossiping, that sort of thing. And Caper's gonna look towards you. He's like, we discovered a new shell when we went exporting this time.
Huh.
And he's gonna take out a conch shell.
It's a conch. It's
The
a
magic
conch shell.
conch.
Yeah.
The magic conch.
He's actually gonna put it to his ear and listen for the ocean. She does hear. Ocean's in there, man.
Cake by the ocean.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, eat a bunch of sand.
That's a reference I didn't expect you to make.
That played all the time when I worked at Walgreens.
Oh, you know
God.
what? That makes sense.
Yep.
Never mind.
Alright. And Pepper's gonna be like, so, how did you like the Viridian Market, eh? Pick yourself up a bunch of goodies?
Rocky's like, yeah, I found it all right. What about you? What about you, damn it, and
It was I got myself a new weapon. I'm happy.
And then Rocky at this point is like, I heard an interesting rumor while we were there, and Rocky's gonna have her eyes fixed on Sage, just kind of keeping an attent to his countenance as she's speaking. I heard from a couple of shopkeepers that I bought a net from that there have been sightings of more bleached bodies around. Pray tell, you remember when we discovered parsley, not even a couple days ago. Blessed be thy pasty.
Caper's actually gonna make a perception check. Ooh, he rolled a 17.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
I don't have any modifiers, so I'm just gonna count that.
Yeah, I just count it literally if you don't have modifiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a sheet yet. Soon, though. Soon. He's the last one. Okay, and he's gonna be like, you encountered some, didn't you?
And Rocky is gonna be like, as a matter of fact, this time we took a bit more of a direct route. Damn it, Ann, if you would.
Well, we didn't encounter them. They encountered us. And
It's at this point on Rocky's bardage, you can see that the blade has been bleached where it has struck Zambo's, so it's pretty clear to tell that there is no going around it.
Yeah. Caper is very attentive to these details.
That's something I just realized just then. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed throughout this entire session, he's probably one step ahead of noticing things you probably won't notice. Alright. So, Damien, you gonna pull out this vial of bleached zombie blood?
Maybe. Well, we don't know exactly what's going on here. But we did collect a sample of their blood as he takes out the vial and puts it onto the table.
It might be worth testing and investigating due to its bleaching properties. What this? Onion
Alright,
rings.
so
Sorry about that. I got offered onion rings.
me. I want some onion rings, give me.
But, what was I saying? But yeah, Rocky was like, well, we've noticed a phenomenon of things being bleached, so maybe it would do to do some more research and find out what we're probably up against, the properties of blood, all this. Because all we have is the appearance of one of the monsters that we found when we found Parsley himself. And that one has been dispatched. And we didn't have a sample then.
But now we have one.
Now we have a sample.
Also, Tara, thank you for the healing potion.
It came in handy.
It was good. It also came in handy for this.
Sarah like smiles genuinely. He's like, I knew you'd find it to your liking. He's actually going to grab the vial and bring it to his eye and like twirl it around a bit. Caper once again is going to look at you like, you don't know how things work around here, do you?
And it's at this point that Rocky says, Caper, feel free to speak your mind. Any insight is valuable.
By all means.
Smart. Alright. And Caper nods his head. He's actually going to take a piece of silverware and stab himself in the wrist.
Ah!
Oh. Okay.
And he does not really react to this other than his lip like raising slightly in a wince before showing you that his blood is in fact colored the same blue as the parts of his body. A nice cerulean blue.
Oh.
Rocky continues eating as this happens. He's like,
Looks at Rocky like, what the fuck? How are you?
bunny hungry. Chubby bunny hungry.
And then Pepper's actually going to notice. He's going to be like, Caper, what are you doing? And he's actually going to take a bit of bandage from around his body and wrap up Caper's wound. You can see it like gently stain the bandages blue. And as he's doing this, Caper's going to be like, it's not normal for us to be black or white, really. We're only one color, and that's it. So, if that's not the case for what you're finding, there's got to be something going on. And then he's gonna pause and, like, look at himself and think a bit. You can notice his, like, ear twitch a bit. The only real things I can think of, if it's beyond this world, or if there's some sort of disease. But as far as I know, that's not the case. And then you can see Sage perk up. Disease. And everybody's looking at him. And Rocky, you notice his scowl is a lot more potent now in his face as his brows are furrowed.
Is he scowling in general, or is he scowling specifically at someone in particular?
He's scowling in general.
Okay. Carry on.
Alright. And Caper's gonna be like, yeah, disease. He's gonna sit up and be like, well, if we're talking medical, then I know the first person to start about these happenings.
And who may that be?
Dare not speak his name right now, or else I might do something less than virtuous.
Could you
I
write
need
it?
to return home now.
Okay, and Rocky does not get in the way of him leaving because she can definitely tell the vibe has changed. The vibe check has happened.
Vibe check.
I did it.
Fucking Angry.
My friend goes down. Vibe check. Vibe check. Vibe check.
Thanks, Randy.
I mean, yeah, technically someone did do a vibe check since fucking Caper stabbed himself. Since he doesn't have any vibes, they went to Sage instead. You're welcome.
Also, Damien went down.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That could count as a vibe check.
Vibe check, and followed by 3 more
Double the
vibe
vibe
checks.
Vibe check.
Gets eaten by a zombie vibe check.
Vibe. Vibe check.
Vibe check. I almost
Anyway.
choked on onion ring bits when I just tried to do a pterodactyl noise. I'm very glad I didn't do the full thing. God, I could have died on VOD due to onion ring bits from trying to go.
Oh no!
I'm very glad I had a
Make
drink.
Great D&D session. Someone actually fucking dies.
Someone actually makes death saving throws IRL.
I'm maneuver. Are you proficient or not?
Oh no! No!
Who is proficient? Oh no!
Who's here proficient defibrillator?
Saving throws the fucking like shock to your heart, and it's also vibe checks.
Kickstart
no.
my heart! Oh, it's a bard doing it as they're singing Kickstart my heart while they're doing it. Let's get back on
Oh my
track.
fucking! This is
Okay.
turned. Ah, Jesus.
Alright.
All right, and Sage is left. Sage is out of the building, and he has not given you the name of this individual who he suspects. So that'll probably have to wait for another day.
Rocky's like, I was gonna
That's
ask him write it down, but that's fine too. Today has probably been a bit of a ride. We also owe him for guiding us there. We shall have to think of something.
Yeah.
Alright. And actually, Caper is actually going to speak up again. He seems very much more responsive now that you've given him free reign of speech.
Yeehaw.
Very, very clever. And he is going to mention something. Sorry, I had to look over something real quick.
It's okay.
I think I know what he's talking about. And he like pauses again. It's clear now that like when he pauses, it's not like expecting you to respond. It's just that how he speaks, he takes a bit of a bit to respond.
Yeah.
Timed responses.
Yeah, time responses.
It's just
essentially.
it's the cadence and the way that he speaks.
Yeah, it's his cadence, his style. Alright, he's going to perk up. There's actually someone in the Viridian domain who... they're less than morale. But nobody here would tell you unless you really thought about it.
And it probably would raise suspicion if it was done in open... And then you can see the things coming off her head as she's stuffing her face, going,
Alright, and Caper's going to continue talking after a pause. Yeah. He's sort of known around the Viridian case for being a miracle worker. Something about reviving the dead or something, but I think Sage told us that that was all a sham and disrespectful and a bunch of other things about the deities. But I guess you'll have to ask him about that. I don't really know much about it. All I know is what I know. and what I don't.
Huh.
And then Rocky kind of bows her head a bit. She's like, Caper, thank you very much. This has been insightful.
Yeah. It really
And
has.
Caper, and Caper's actually gonna respond. You're welcome. And in response, you're gonna see Pepper pat his head again, right on the hat. Just a pep pep.
Also, these events are very recent. These are not normal happenings. As a matter of fact, I'd say a lot of things aren't very normal happenings, huh? Oh, the mic picked that up. Rip.
Nice.
I was clearing my throat and I made a disgusting noise.
Ugh, gross.
Sorry you had to hear me go.
Just thought you burped.
No. The Dr. Pepper is long out of my system now.
I want some Dr. Pepper, but anyway, back to wrapping this up. Caper's gonna respond. I don't really know much consistently about what's going on. I'm always sailing off to go get exports and imports, so you'll probably have to ask someone else who's here more consistently and out and about. And then he looks towards Pepper. Wink, wink.
Pepper.
Ye old Pepper.
Papa.
You don't happen to know anything about this, do you, Pepper?
And Pepper looks up from the bandage on Caper's wound. He's like, well, and he's going to jog his map. Ooh, that would have been a gross sound. Blech.
You too, huh?
Yeah. It's that end of the D&D session, man.
Yeah.
My body craves snack. Alright. And Pepper's going to be like, well, why do I keep changing? Ugh, I need to make accents for everybody. Ugh.
Well.
It's tough, dude.
Well, yeah. Alright. Well, truthfully, things have been changing around here. It used to be just a certain occasion, and then it got more common, and then it stopped being more common. But that's only because we learned that there were rumors that they were moving around themselves, and not that it was subsiding. And that's been the end of it ever since. We don't really know much outside of it.
It's also this point that Rocky stops eating for a second, crosses her arms, only because her plate has been cleaned. And she says, legends and rumors are only legends and rumors until they're made real. I wonder if that time has come.
Certainly sounds like it.
Alright. And what Caper's going to do is he's going to pipe up again. Or, well, he won't. But, you want to give me a perception check, either of you?
I'll do it.
I'll go ahead and do it too.
Alright.
Alright, I think it's on you, because I did not get a good roll.
Neither did I.
Go ahead and tell me your rolls anyway.
I got a 6, which amounts up to an 8.
Alright,
I got
Damien.
a 5 that amounts up to an 8.
That's actually a pass.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but every time Caper stares at something, you notice what he's staring at soon after.
Yeah.
You can tell. Alright, and what you're gonna when you follow Caper's gaze, you're gonna notice that he's staring outside at the lanterns. Would you like to ask him if there's anything wrong?
Is there anything wrong that has to do with the lanterns? Have the days become shorter? It seems like we were only in the market for a short time.
And then Caper's gonna blink, and he's gonna return his gaze to you. Yeah, that's sort of been the case. You know, things weren't always so dull around here. When the lanterns were bright, things used to be much more full of color. But then the days got shorter, and they got duller. And then they all just sort of blended together. And now all we really have is the lanterns now.
So you're saying there... Theoretical question. In your world, has there ever been a giant lantern high in the sky beyond your reach? From where I come from, we call it the sun. Has that gone away at some point?
Caper's gonna think. He's gonna think. He's gonna respond. Well, I remember there used to be a large light in the sky, and then around it, there used to be a bunch of tiny little lights under it too. But now it's just completely black. It's really depressing.
Rocky's
I'm
just
gonna
like
go-
Rocky's just like as she just starts going.
Wait, what did she start doing?
I started slurping my drink and didn't pick up on mic. I was like,
Go. Alright. You want to probe more about this?
damn it, Ann.
No. I don't have much.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I suppose I'm done too. Then.
Alright. Alright, there you go. That's all you'll get. A vague description of big light in the sky and lots of tiny little lights there.
Rocky know what this is,
Okay.
but Rocky maybe think that that would be a conversation for another time.
Another.
Alright. Alright. And then Pepper's going to approach. And Caper's going to stand up from his chair. I should get going. I shouldn't stay out so late. Or else Madame gets mad. And you guys want to roll me perception as he's getting up?
Yeah.
You know, just for flavor.
16.
Damien?
I'll just let it be 16. I'm fucking. Well, either way, that's 15.
Close
Close
enough.
enough.
Alright, that's both a pass. As Pepper is helping Caper up, when you look at Caper's nails compared to Pepper's, they're blunt.
Huh.
And as you think more, pretty much every demon you've noticed so far has had sharp nails, except for Caper.
Perhaps this would be
Alright.
this would probably be something to ask about, not in the presence of others.
Yeah.
Yep. That can go one of two ways, and I'm gonna wait till after the session to ask. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, Caper and Pepper are gonna bid you a nice farewell. And before they leave, Caper's actually going to look back at you. And he's gonna be like, please tell me if you find some way to bring that back. I miss the lights.
And then Rocky
With
also
that-
Rocky responds, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah.
Alright. And with that, Pepper and Caper are gonna take their leave, and it's just you guys, Sugar and Sorrow again. And Sorrow has been observing this bleachy ink for a while now, and tucks it away in his little box of vials, and stows it away in the shelf.
So, Sorrow, have you seen anything like that before? Or is this new to you?
I've heard the rumors, but I haven't seen it for myself. You'll have to forgive me. I don't really venture out that much, except for my shop.
Yeah, also this is a pretty recent happening, so these are new events coming to light.
True.
I knew it was strange when the sun and the stars were not in the sky at night.
Alright. I'm sorry, I was gonna be like, I appreciate you bringing this back to me, though. This could prove very helpful in my research now that I have an example, so to speak, of what we're dealing with.
Rocky
Like
does.
I said,
Go ahead.
it's very foreign, so it might take some time, but I'll do my best.
Rocky is still in her dinner chair, but she's gonna stand up on it. She's gonna curtsy toward Sorrow a bit and be like, "If there's any way we could provide more samples or assistance, just let me know, okay?"
Well, let us know. But yeah.
And so I was actually gonna take a perception and notice that Citrus is once again gone. And he's gonna take a bit of a deep breath with So, the third one. Did they
They're
you
not
can
dead.
see that there's
They're not dead.
They're very
All
much
right.
they're very much alive, but they're also very much missing.
Yeah.
Lock
they
the
have
lock
a
the doors and
tendency-
windows tonight. It'll be funny.
They have a tendency to wander off.
And Sarah looks at his tie. Oh, alright. Good. I don't want to see what kind of effect this, and he motions towards the box with the violin, would have on outsiders, let alone our people, if anything.
Out of curiosity, would it bleach the inside of the glass that you can scarcely see the contents?
No. No.
Okay. Please carry on. I was just curious.
Alright. So. With that, Shuka comes in like, oh, what are you guys talking about, huh? And she noticed, and before anyone has to answer, she notices Citrus is gone too. Like, oh, there's only two of you again. Well,
And
I
then-
guess I was so busy cooking the extra meals I didn't notice.
And then Rocky's like, "Don't worry, I took care of it." And she pats her belly.
I can't believe Rocky fucking vored Citrus. I can't believe it.
Oh,
No, not that. Their meal.
The food. I never wanted to make a joke. Alright.
Don't make the furry for no.
No.
Alright. And she's gonna be like, well, if they came back after one night, I'm sure it won't hurt for another, right, Sorrow? And he's like, I sure hope so. Things are getting strange around here.
And Rocky's like, "Yeah, and besides, I don't want Citrus to wear out our welcome."
He even like
Ooh, that's
sighs and rolls his eyes. Yeah, we totally don't want them to be harmed in any way.
Ooh, nice save 13.
Totally don't want them ... to be harmed.
Yeah. Alright. And Sugar's gonna be like, well, there's nobody really roaming around at night, I guess, other than us. And other than that, we don't really interact with outsiders by themselves unless they're accompanied. But who knows, I could be wrong, but I imagine we've seen much worse outsiders around here. You two should be fine.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'll try to help around the house when I can. I kind of miss doing chores around the house since I haven't been seeing Mama lately.
Oh,
Do you happen to have any way to contact her? Like at all?
Rocky puts her finger up to the link pearl on her ear, and then I'm just gonna roll dice. And oh, that's a 2. After a moment, you can hear we can vaguely hear a loud hiss, like white noise, and she cringes. She's like, "Well, there was one.
Oh,
The link pearl doesn't seem to work without either around."
and Sugar like kind of blushes. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry that all your trinkets for contact don't work around here. We can't really explain it ourselves, but I promise we'll do our best to reunite you as soon as we can. We really do appreciate your patience.
well, when we thank you for giving us a place to stay, the least we can do is help out around here.
Shukra nods. I promise. We'll do our best to get you out of here, safe and sound, and restore things to how they should be, weird or not. And then you hear Scarrow give a good stretch, like, well, I suppose today was quite productive, I assume. So, how about we all get to rest?
Yeah, that sounds. Damien does a big stretch. That sounds fine with me.
Yeah, Rocky at this point is kind of dejected, and she kind of pushes a yawn. And she's like, yeah, you know what? That sounds like a good idea.
It's cool. So you guys are just going to return to your nice, cozy ass room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So at this point, I'm going to unload all the equipment off my back and get down into leotard mode. No chain shirt.
Leotard mode, the best time to sleep.
Damien's gonna take off his armor and just relax in comfy clothes. Not sure exactly what kind of clothing it is right at the moment. Work in progress. But yeah,
it's also sad because Rocky only has her leotard, maybe her small clothes underneath the leotard. That's it.
God.
And for those of you oblivious people out there, small clothes are underwear.
yeah.
Small clothes. The skeevies, man. Alright.
Damien looks out the window to see if Citrus is actually going to come back or not. Just out of, like, curiosity.
And then
Totally not for another reason.
And then Rocky kind of looks over and is like, hey, listen, it's okay. They bought bread, remember? At least they'll eat tonight.
Yeah, but I don't know. They kind of remind me of my kid, to be quite honest.
Yeah, and the bread kind of reminds me of my mom. And it's at this point you kind of notice she's kind of tucked up near a corner near her bedroll, and she's kind of like hugging her knees a little bit and crossing her feet.
Guess we all miss our family, don't we?
In a form or another, yeah.
I just hope he's okay. I know I'm hard on Citrus over there, but I hope they're okay.
So at this point, the Rocky kind of looks up from the I miss my mom. I miss video games. I miss my mom corner over there. And she's like, damn it, Ann. Yeah. What's your kid like? Tell me about him.
Well, he's pretty much just like a smaller version of me. He saw the good in people. I usually saw the bad. He ended up running away from me. Just never coming back without a trace, without a word, but till this day I'm still looking for him. It's been 5 years now, I think. You could tell, like, he takes out the longbow that he bought and, like, kind of caresses it a bit. He used to have a bow that was given to him by his mother, and to me, kind of hold a little significance. And just wanted to have something to remember him by.
It's this point that Rocky's ears perk up and she's like, you know what, Mr. Daminan? You're a great mom.
Damien looks confused, looks at Rocky like, Mom, what? I'm okay.
Yeah, Mom. Doesn't everybody have two moms?
Well, I'm not considered a mother. I didn't give birth to him. That was his mother.
Yeah,
I'm his
silly.
father.
I mean, one of them gives birth, and then the other helps. Two moms. Does that not make sense?
You know what? Sure. It's fine. I guess in a way I am his mother, but his other mother definitely more of the motherly figure.
It's at this point she kind of takes a little attention to the word was. And oh god, natural 20. All right, let's do this. It's at this point that Rocky's like, so I noticed you said was. What is other mom like?
Uh, well, she was. She was. It obviously, you could obviously see it hurts him to talk about it. She was. She was lovely. Her and I, we were good together. We loved each other. We ever since we had an altercation, and unfortunately, accident happened, and she unfortunately passed away. It's hard for me to talk about, and I can't forgive myself for it. But I could have saved her, but it's not. I'm sorry.
It's
Like,
okay.
you can obviously see he's crying.
I'm
But
sorry. I'm sorry to have asked. I was just curious. All this
It's
talk
fine.
about moms makes me really wonder which one I want to see more when I get back.
If you don't mind me asking, how's your family life?
Do you want to know about the big one or the small one?
Your choice.
Dice, dice, dice. Oh, fuck! I missed my tray. 2. So I'm gonna go with the small one because that's the smaller number. Haha. It's at this point that Rocky kind of looks up. She's like, "Well, my smaller mom, the one that gave birth to me, was my birth mother, and she cooks amazing meals, a lot like the bread that we had. Uh, she also seems to be the leader of a small settlement in a small group, and she actually has a lot of contacts and is quite good with money, quite unexpectedly deadly with money." It's at this point
Huh.
that you can kind of see her playing out scenes of horror in her head. She's like, and I know she tries her best, but it's the times that I find that I'm close to her that I want to get away, and the times that I'm away from her that I want to get close again, and I can never just find this distance that I want to maintain. I just want to be noticed, you know? I know
Yeah.
she has a lot on her plate to deal with based on things that's happened since I came to be. But I kind of feel like the world would mean less to her, and I could be her world, you know? That's all I've ever wanted. Because she means the world to me.
So you've always wanted approval from your mother.
Yeah.
Uh, I I assume I know that feeling, but in my heart, I just want approval from my son. So I know how you feel.
It's at this point you can kind of see her eyes are a little misty as she looks up and smirks toward you. And she's like, well, it looks like I guess that's something else we have in common, huh, Mr. Damanan?
He smiles as he like kind of wipes a little tear off. Yeah, I guess it does have a common between us.
You know what, Damanan, you're a weird mom, but I like you.
You know what? You're a weird gal, so makes sense.
It's at this point that she unties the headband from her head, and all the feathering from her hair kind of goes limp, and it kind of just drops. And she just lays back.
Hey,
Just-
Rocky. You
Huh?
want to give me a perception check?
Based on
Based on touch.
touch, touchy touch
Yes.
with my little bun paw pads. Let's go. Oh. Will
You
you
go-
take an 8?
Yes, I will, actually.
Oh boy.
You hear a soft crinkle, and when you get up, you notice that there is a folded piece of paper on your bedroll.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Can I
Pepper.
can I covertly kind of roll it over and cover it up? Like roll over like I'm going to sleep, but kind of get the pepper.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab it and read it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab it and covertly read it and try to not bring it up until the morning, if it's imperative.
Alright. As you open this note, it's not directed to neither you nor Damien, but you do recognize that this note is from Caper.
Oh
It
boy.
seems that at some point, whether while you were gone or at some other point, he left this here. And I'm just gonna put this in spoils. Boop. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. You can read it out loud if you want. Whether you want to interpret it as you reading it like actually out loud or in your head, it's up to you.
So I'm gonna just read it quietly, and it says, "The reach of the river is nigh endless, but what does this mean to a cerulean soul? Free my soul, and I'll show you so." It's at this
Yep.
point that Rocky's gonna take the Jamie route and tuck it into her cleavage.
Just like, come on!
Damien Audit barely hears you say it. What happened? What'd you say?
If you want, you can make an investigation.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check, and I'll have to counter that with persuasion, I think.
And then investigation. What do I got from that? Ew, that's a 13.
That's gonna be hard to beat.
Okay.
That's gonna be hard to beat.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna actually have to counter that with deception, I think, because I'm trying to be dishonest. Oh, nat 1.
Ooh. So you're gonna have to share that note, Rocky.
It's at this point that Rocky, when she's trying to fold it, she kind of fumbles and it crumples loudly, and she's tucking it away. And she's like, "Damn it, Ann. Can we talk about it in the morning, please?"
Damien giggles a bit and just sure, whatever.
No, I might have gotten a nat 1, but it's a nat 20 in my eyes.
Yeah.
I failed, but I'm like, you know what? I'll consent to talking about it in the morning, so... And then,
A
now,
median.
Mr. Daminac, call me out and remind me in the morning, okay?
Gotcha.
There's just kind of a lot
Yes,
racing through my mind
yeah.
right now.
Yeah. And with that, the both of them go to bed.
Alright. Night time. Congratulations. We just ended another session. Hell yeah.
Yay!
Yeehaw.
Oh, it's a medium net. Oh, smart. I'll have to edit that in my sheet here. Net. I'm gonna put medium, comma. There we go. There we go.
You have a net and rope. What are you gonna capture?
I don't know, man.
Everything.
I'm gonna catch a ride.
Should probably add Citrus's thing here. Alright, what did Citrus gain? You
Got
gained a
something.
pastry and then a weapon, right?
Yeah. Wasn't
Yeah,
it glaive?
it was brood and glaive.
Yep.
Ah, everyone's really getting into the spear squad.
Spear Squad.
Chubby bunny,
Alright, so
little chubby bunny leads the charge.
So Amber sweetbread. They chose the sweetbread, right?
Yeah, the sweetbread.
All right, cool.
The
And the glaive.
the sweet, sweet bread.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me on another session of the Monochrome March. I'm sorry things were very waffly at the beginning, but despite that, I think it went very well.
I had fun.
Heck yeah.
I got-
yeah. I'm glad to
That was
hear.
fun. Yeah.
I got to kick ass and be bun, so I'm not sad by that. I like that. Huh.
Yeah, it was fun.
So, are you ready to stop the VOD, or
Yeah.
is there something you want to say? Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thanks for running the game.
Bye-bye.
And thank you for watching Vood. See you again next time.
Have a good
Goodbye.
day.
Okay, bye.
Bless your face.